to somebody who's much younger than you, but you still want to date.
Yeah.
So,
Or
yeah,
like
no,
you're
I'm in my
30.
30s.
And you're trying to date like a 40-year-old MILF or something. He's
Yeah.
like, how old are you? You'd be like, oh, I'm in my 30s.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all these insights. And
You didn't really get a solid answer one way or the other,
I
though.
think I got a pretty good
I
answer.
think we thoroughly canvassed
Yeah.
Yeah.
the topic.
And I
I
think,
think
the
we
reason...
definitely gave it a lot more time than it needed.
Nah, I think I gave it just the right amount of time. I might be stretching it now, but I think that was just the right.
I mean, I think any amount of time was probably too much, but it worked out.
It did.
This is the
Thank
level.
you for humoring.
So, like, the thing I posed to her is, if you are 13, would you say that you are a teenager?
Yes,
And if you are 20, would you say that you're in your 20s?
I would say I am 20.
Okay.
I guess the reason I think Smitty was saying it too really well, or I thought kind of resonated with me, was that when someone says they're in their 30s, it kind of gives a note of like later in your 30s.
Like you've been there for a while.
Yeah, you've been there for a while. You're older, or just it makes you older than you actually are. And
if
I think
you
that's
introduce yourself as in your 30s, then yeah,
Mhm.
you're.
But that was the
basically
point,
treating
is
them
that I
as
was
thinking
bitching
you're
that I
older
was
than you are.
old.
Yeah.
Hi, in
But-
my 30s, I'm dad.
There's something okay. There's something about the plurality of it though, right? Because like when you say you're in your 30s, it sort of leads somebody to believe that you've been in more than one of them.
right.
Yeah.
And if you're
That's
30, you've been in your 30. That's it.
Yeah.
Just the one.
hmm
That's the better. That's the solution, guys. He's in his 30.
Yeah,
Exactly.
In my 30.
Yeah.
I think you have to be 31 before you can say you're in
I've
your
had
30.
all my 20s, now I'm in my 30.
Yeah,
I like it.
exactly.
What a
You guys are
weird,
Great, thank you.
what a weird distinction.
Yeah. I mean, the English language, man, it's knobbly and textured and nuanced and,
Terrible is the word I was gonna use, but yeah.
well, it's unwieldy. I'll give you that.
Mhm.
Great.
All right. So I have updated experience in the chat log on Carrion Crown for Discord. If you want to review that and compare it to your own notes, I would like confirmation. That would be
Let's
awesome.
just go ahead and round it on up to level 10.
No.
Yeah.
It feels like
I'll-
it's been a while. I'm ready. Are you
It
guys
hasn't
ready?
been a while.
I'm ready. Is Travis ready? I haven't heard him out of all the conversations. The only person that hasn't spoken.
T-Ravis.
I mean, he's connected.
Oh, there you are.
He's
okay.
very quiet.
You are
He is
very quiet.
extremely quiet.
After adding all those numbers to my log, I have the same number as you. So
Hey, awesome.
Is it bad that I kind of rely on, Walker?
Not at all, because I
Okay.
do too.
High five! Internet high five! Woo!
That's the worst, the literal worst.
Hey, this called teamwork. You're doing a great job carrying us.
See,
It's called teamwork. You're doing all the
yes,
work, and we're
we all get the same experience points, though, so...
Zuzu is that one girl on group projects.
Actually, in real life group projects, I carry the team. I remember this very well in college.
See,
It's
this is her taking it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking back that, that exploitation, I guess?
No,
Yes.
reliability. I know that Walker's
my
a very
gosh.
reliable person.
Hmm.
I do
Yeah.
take really good notes, though.
I do find it interesting that this is the first time when we've been all here and we haven't talked about Pathfinder once in, like, 10 minutes.
Hmm.
It's kind of
That
interesting.
is entirely normal. I don't know why you're confused.
Yeah. Travis, is your shit fixed? Oh, I heard a sound. Are you alive?
What do you mean?
Very quiet.
We can
God,
barely
you're
hear
so
you.
I
quiet.
need to edit his volume.
Well, I'm gonna let him fix his own
that's
volume.
Perfect.
Because if I turn it up, it's gonna be like blow my eardrums out.
Well, I used
There
to
you
push
are,
to
that's
talk,
There we go.
and the mic I think was just a little bit too far from my face.
Someone
Jesus,
sounds
you sound
sleepy.
real tired, bud. You
I
alright?
just woke up. I just woke
Okay.
up.
What a sleepy.
I got like a 3-hour nap.
Hey, you know what, Tanner, you could sounds like Travis working a lot of hours. You might look into his job. You want?
Yeah, I don't think
more
a commute to New York is going to be...
Damn.
Oh, speaking of my job, I'm getting a 63-hour check this week.
Nice.
Sweet.
But then New York's gonna bend me over and fuck me in the booty hole.
No lube.
None. Welcome
Ugh.
to New York. But I might meet Cheap Trick this Friday, so I'll meet Mr. Trick himself, maybe.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Cheap Trick, surrender, surrender.
That's not
I've
ringing
met a
any
Cheap
bells.
I'm not
Like
sure. I didn't
like
expect any of you
50s,
to know him, though.
50s dads love them. But
It's
Prostitutes?
they also do. Oh God, what is it? I want you to want.
Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
my god, that's really
That's
old.
them.
That's
yeah, no,
cool.
exactly. 50s dad. But yeah.
Now,
they're
are they
gonna be-
50 or are they in their 50s?
Well,
And we've
I-
come
I
full
don't know.
circle now.
I don't know
I
if
imagine
it's
that
made-
you're
I
quite
love
older
this.
than that.
Yes.
but the way the building is structured, our surveillance office is like right down the way from where we usually end up like housing the. So if I go in there on like Saturday morning and I see Mr. Trick himself, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, can you pay off my house, man?
Mhm.
Really fucking
Please.
desperate? Please." I just break down.
I think if you take it, I think you having a house is a good argument against your desperation.
That's
yeah,
a fair
but
point.
like money though.
Hey, Travis, I know this
Also
isn't a competition. How many hours did you put this week?
63.
Okay, I did 64.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
It
Damn.
wasn't a competition, and she was winning.
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Welcome
just-
to
Now
my
that I
life.
know I have more, I'm going to just destroy him.
No, it just made me think like I can relate on your level of just exhaustion. Like, fuck all that.
Oh, my
extra work
brain
and
was
like-
like rice pudding, like
Mhm.
like 3 days like after my normal time. It's just like I'm so done with
Exactly.
everything.
Yep.
Unions and or new jobs.
Yep.
Ah, that's not allowed in my position.
All the caffeine money can buy. Alright, let me
yes.
give it the old random roll. We'll find out who's given us the good synopsis of last game. Good old Leopold has been selected by the gods.
Oh dear, it has been a while, but from what I remember, we started following various leads into the disappearing persons case. What we ended up finding was a cult of Dagon, was it?
Yes.
Or
that
Damon. A
was
cult
it
of
Dagon?
Damon,
No,
according to the current summary.
No, you're right. I think it
Evil
is.
Lord Matt Damon.
I think it is Dagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up finding a cult of Dagon within Ilmarsh. We ended up going through the various back rooms, found possibly the most incompetent couple I have ever seen in my entire life.
Oh.
And so
Totally
much so
clueless.
that like, yep, so much so that I'm pretty sure fucking Havelock nearly imploded from their own incompetence.
Hashtag plebs.
Well,
So
they were
No,
they were
I get
kind
it.
of
It's
brainwashed,
tradition.
but yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's tradition. But my
Brainwashed
God,
and generations of ignorance.
we found a bunch of people with their heads cut off. We're not sure what happened there because it supposedly happened somewhere else.
I will make a small addendum there. You didn't actually know what removed their heads.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
described as
okay.
bloody stumps, so that's not necessarily
Well-
a clean cut.
Okay. Someone just hit it off with a
We
golf
did-
club.
We didn't vivisect
Maybe not.
the big monster to see if it was full of human heads.
No, I guess we didn't. But then again, I'm not going inside of that fish.
I mean, I have
we-
a great sword. I think I was vivisecting it to death,
That's fair.
Yeah.
and
that-
no heads came out. So
It's true.
Well, we ended up finding, I think one of the bodies had notes on it and stuff that we used in order to find out that they would be meeting inside of a house that is somewhere around there. I cannot remember. It kind of sounds like, but it's like
Yeah.
Diomede?
Undiomede.
Undiomede.
And Undiomede.
A
house.
house that is just the moistest house that has ever existed.
Super
We opened the front door and I got flashed some tish fitties. And I became confused.
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, that happened.
I shot Havelock. Sorry. Ilix went around, opened a bunch of doors, just having a wonderful time. I'm pretty sure
Y'all
she
had
just
it.
decided she didn't want to be there anymore. Ran away and promptly died because guns. and I think that's where we left off. I don't remember anything
Yeah.
else happening beyond that.
My last sentence is Leopold did the killing shot.
So,
Which got me my crit back, yay!
the only addendums I would make to that was that in the room of people you found who had their heads missing, there was one person whose clothing stood out.
Well, yeah,
and
that's
you believe
the
that
note
to
we
be
found.
the, I guess, what would you call him, Califasi traitor? Because he's from Califas. And you believe he was there to meet with the Dark Rider because he had the missing
The
page
Whispering
from
Way
the
egg
ledger.
thing.
He had one of those egg things.
Yeah, that
Also
we found
that.
on the stable.
But importantly, he had the missing page of the ledger from
Yep.
the stable.
It had a brief note written on it, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can locate that. Unless you guys
I think
have
it
in your
literally
notes.
said like you were meeting at this house. Don't tell anyone. Wink, wink. Emoji.
Right, and that's why
Don't
we
tell
went to the
nobody.
house.
Don't tell nobody.
That would have been room E9.
Roxa's the best. I'm done.
Turns up a scrap paper in Lucas's pocket with the following cryptic note scrawled on it. Rider on the way with effigy. Meet at old house outside town for exchange.
Yeah.
So you believe he was
Undiomede.
interested in picking up the Sea Sage effigy that was stolen from Lepistad University, that you know the Whispering Way had, and one of the Dark Riders brought this way.
We don't know what the Sea Sage effigy is for, though. What it do?
Correct.
Well, if it's anything like everything else we've been dealing with, probably not something good.
Do you know
Yeah,
that they're
'cause
collecting a
it's-
list of
It's
reagents?
not actually listed in the reagents for the Carrion Crown from the poem that you were given. So you're not actually sure what machinations they have for the Sea Sage effigy. That is true.
Vile ones, though, I'm guessing.
That's probably a good bet.
Vile machinations.
It's probably not
Yeah,
going to be
perhaps
unicorns
trading.
and bubblegum and kitten wishes. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is trading it for something they do want.
That does seem to be implied. Okay,
The
so
Land Sage
we'll
effigy.
pop over to the House of Undiomede. You guys had just killed yourselves a big swamp lady.
I'm in the house.
Oh yeah.
Also,
She's still invisible, just like y'all got this.
Also, the stairwell does lead up to a second floor, and there is one door upstairs. I did.
You said there weren't. Oh.
I discovered this when I was looking at the map today. It's not really terribly well outlined, but yeah, it does appear that there is one door at the top of the stairwell that looks like it is to a probably a large maybe lounge area or library. You're not totally sure what the layout of these houses normally is. But the rest of the doors are underneath the stairwell, so on the map that you are currently on.
Gotcha. Before you remove the fog, since Elix is invisible, how long does the fog last?
I don't remember, so it's gone now.
Okay.
I don't believe we had done loot at all, or
No.
searched the room, or done anything to that extent. So
Question.
Oh, we did loot for the other place. Never mind.
I loot the corpse.
Wasn't the fish lady holding like a fucking anchor and just kicking the shit out of us with it?
yeah,
I'm not carrying that. And is there such a thing as anti-dib? It's not it. Got it. I
Oh,
remembered.
isn't that the nose goes? That's anti-dibs.
yeah, that nose
I
goes
have-
would be. Yep.
Zinna just
I
puts her
have
finger on her
never-
nose.
You've never seen
I've never-
heard of nose goes?
Everybody in a group puts their finger on their nose. Whoever puts their finger on their nose last has to do the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
This is some ancient like fucking
No.
fey ritual. I'm not aware.
No, this is like every fucking middle school ever.
Yep.
No, we had something not so much similar, but like something weird thing in elementary school where our
It's
principal,
called
Mr.
Travis
Falenga,
Goes.
they turned and said leave, and it was like,
Oh
no.
man.
Our principal, Mr. Falenga, would like wiggle his hands up in the air, and it would make everyone shut the fuck up.
Weird.
He like
Mr.
hit the
Flamenco?
no, a Falenga, which I
Mm.
don't know.
Well-
So Ilix will return back to the group, having heard the commotion die down, still invisible, I suppose, and say, "Oh, it seems you've taken care of the beast."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, we.
As she says
really-
that, Plea is
pers-
pillaging the body.
Okay. You can just search her body. She doesn't have anything terribly well hidden, as long as you're not, queasy of fat rolls. She has a great club, which I suppose is the big anchor. She has 10 rather large rocks. She has a fish gold armband engraved with eels and entwined around. Engraved with eels entwined around humanoid figures. That looks like it could be valuable, but it's like the size of Havelock's torso.
Why my torso?
I don't know. You're on the map. I looked at you.
Your torso-y.
Okay.
Because you're handsome and you got a good torso.
You're wearing
True.
armor, so your torso
If-
looks
if
bigger than
anyone-
mine.
Not
even
so
though
much
it's
about your
not
face, but that
sometimes.
torso. Ugh.
if
How much would
anyone
that weigh?
compliments your torso, run. They are going to dismember you.
Yeah.
You have a
Without-
good human torso.
Human. I'm going to turn to Ilix, or at least the disembodied voice of Ilix floating around the room, and go, did you enjoy the open house?
I haven't come across anything thus far. There was a door upstairs that I could not budge, so I came back down, explored around a little bit, the corner up here. I have not found any further adversaries to deal with.
I was almost expecting us to find you in the kitchen eating tea cake.
What's a tea cake? Something.
Well,
It's not important.
I wouldn't
No,
have one here.
I don't know. There's likely to be odd else to find in the house, but we should press on. Cleric, do be careful when you're casting those spells and I'm running about. That one clipped me. Didn't
Oh, do
enjoy
you
it.
need an embracing hug?
Xenesis just holds out her arms to the fucking space. It's just empty to the
Yeah.
void.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. Group
Are you
hug,
bringing-
everybody.
Are you
We
bringing
did
it?
so great.
Ilix just steps around to your side and kind of pats you on the head. Says, I
Aw.
think I'll be all right, dear.
Are you taller than me?
I'm 6'4". I
Oh,
think I'm the
yeah.
tallest one in the group.
Plea walks up to Xenesis and signs. Do you have a very healthy and or moderate heal?
I have
I'm
a
a little
moderate
hurt.
heal. I have a moderate one. And yes, Elix, I will be more careful. I mean, you were invisible, so it was kind of hard to tell where you were.
Yes, well, you can consult with the Inquisitor on strategy.
Ah.
Second thought, don't consult with him about strategy.
Consult with me at all.
In case you guys have forgotten, this room is rather impressive without the big troll standing in it. I guess there's not a troll.
It's built
was
on
a
like a
giant of
standing
some
stone
kind.
circle.
Yeah, she was a marsh giant.
Stonehenge inside.
Yeah.
So essentially, it appears that Cassius Undiomede, the first of his name, really, appears to have built his house up around this druidic circle. The stone pillars are still holding up the dome of this building, and in the center is a rough, flat stone with scorch marks on its center, large enough to be a table.
Torch?
The 7 stone pillars stand along the walls, crudely chiseled and set on end in a rough circle. Yeah, that's all I really have for those, but it is a pretty impressive room, given that the rest of the house is like wood and caved in, and all the glass windows are broken. It's just
How
kind of...
large are these scorch? Does it look like human beings or something was like burnt here, or is it little...
I feel like the implication is that this is an altar in the middle.
That's what it felt like.
It
but...
does appear to be some sort of altar. I would estimate that the scorch marks are, I don't know, probably about a foot in diameter.
Burnt offerings, perhaps?
Was that a Ruin Lord's reference?
I think it was intended as one, but works just as well for it. So, also, Plea, did you get the inventory, the stuff marked down from the giant, or?
I didn't mark down the 10 stones because I don't want to carry around 10 rocks.
How big are they? I thought they were like gemstones.
No, they're rocks.
If we
Oh,
from our knowledge checks, we remember that she was really good at throwing and catching rocks.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
These
Yeah,
are rocks
I do
like the
have that
size
written
of
down too.
probably like a watermelon.
Yeah, I kind of doubt we need those.
The only thing I don't have is like the approximate worth of the fish gold armband. That is huge.
True.
Can we identify that?
You could attempt to appraise it.
Let's do that.
Someone with intelligence, preferably.
Well, have you seen this group?
I will
Yeah.
assist.
I don't think I can. I don't have it trained.
I've got it trained. I'll take a look at it.
Oh, I should have just done it.
Alex.
Oh,
I was
nice
assisting,
job,
though.
Alex.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's okay.
Unfortunate.
you super assisted somebody.
Yeah.
I don't
Leopold.
So who was doing the main appraise?
Well, I was doing one my own. I wasn't really assisting
Oh,
anybody,
man.
so-
So
All
we're
right.
going off a plea.
Interesting.
I'm
I
gonna do
also
my
like
own.
while they were looking at
Nope.
the rock.
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
god!
In the future, for appraise, no one should assist anyone. We all stand an equally likely chance of just rolling well, and that
yes.
should probably be
I
what
have 1 point.
What was this goal again?
But
Sorry,
Statue.
on the gold,
Gold.
like an
armband.
armband or something.
It's a fish gold armband with that's engraved and
Okay.
it has
With
eels and twined
eels.
I'm
humanoid.
sorry. I thought you said a bowl. B-O-W-L.
Oh yeah,
so
I put
was-
fishbowl too, and then I heard it was a band.
Yeah.
Just get a
no,
fish
yeah.
bowl.
Okay. So I think with Ilix's 20, you get a little bit of a correction to the one that you rolled, Leopold. So you estimate that it is worth maybe 200 gold.
Okay.
Not shabby.
Okay. Not bad. Solid gold, baby.
Is that a punny?
Her.
Now we just need a
so-
horse to drag it back to town.
Well,
Plea opens the bag of holding really wide and throws it in, and it just disappears.
That's a lot of surface area.
hear it.
You're a yawning chasm inside the bag.
I was gonna say that you guys hear it like a loud like piano keys being struck before he closes the bag.
That
Well,
felt
shall
like
we
a
carry
reference
on, then?
that I didn't get, but
Probably a Looney
Fine.
Tunes one.
No, it's
Um,
just implying that there is a bunch of random things inside there, including like a
Oh.
grand
There's
piano.
a cat yowls.
oh, ding, dong, dong. Yeah.
Shall
While they
we
were
carry
looking
on?
while they were looking at the stone, I was actually just kind of listening in because, like, if I recall, there was a lot of tracks that we were
Yeah.
following. The
We
giant
know
wasn't
that
the
there are
only
more
one.
people.
So considering we had, quite the scuffle, the kerfuffle, if you will, in this room, I was waiting for like people to be like, "Wait a minute!" Just kick
We've
down
taken
the-
out their muscle.
Can I make a
Tell them
religion
else.
check on the ritual platform?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. It is a little obscure and outside of your experience, just because this is like an ancient druidic ritual, and they were always pretty tight-lipped about that kind of stuff. It's not really like recorded in too many places, but let me see what I can give you with that.
I mean, I rolled a 27, and
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just it's a little obscure.
Druids are super fucking secretive.
I did study abroad in a druid coven and Inquisitor college, so I know a little bit.
It's just mostly I was just smoking pot the whole time and hanging out in the woods. I called it studying with the druid coven.
Some call it studying with the druid coven. Others call it getting high
Spring
in
break.
the woods and fucking animals. You know, who can say?
Ugh.
Okay. So it probably takes you 10 or so minutes to think this through and sort of look at some of the weathered symbols that are carved on the rocks. And maybe you have to reference some of your really old notes or from a class you took. But you do eventually identify this as somehow related to the worship of the outer god Shub Niggurath.
Do I know what Shub-Niggurath is?
I don't think you have a good... Yeah. Shub Niggurath.
That just sounds evil.
Is that plains to know?
No,
It's
I
an
can't
outer-
give you like a whole lot of detail about it just because it's really old and obscure. You
Gotcha.
did pass the check, so you're able to identify it as that outer god.
Gotcha.
You know that this served as the Standing Stones probably served as the nexus for her worship.
I mean, she's probably not good. I'm just assuming that she's like she's Dagon's cousin or something.
Why don't you give me a perception check while you were studying this altar?
Oh, well,
All of us?
Yikers.
Or
I was very intently
Well,
focused.
I already
anybody
did
who's
one earlier.
anybody who's standing around the center pillar while Havelock is looking at it, I will allow to make perception.
Give me just
Ilix, Blackbow.
Ooh, Leopold.
yeah.
But plus
That's a lot of
21?
Two.
Good God.
God.
Leopold was helping me.
Yeah.
I just held the book open and I was like, next page, and Leopold like licked his finger and turned it.
Yep.
Very intently
Something like that.
focused.
It didn't give you much time to look at the altar itself to notice a small hidden compartment near its base.
what's this here?
You can pop open a small, almost like a drawer. It doesn't come out easily, but it does move.
Here, give me a hand with this, and I'll reach in and kind of pull this stone, like this hollowed out slab, out.
Let's see. It
Of
says here this is an ancient ritual platform for Shub-Niggurath. It looks like she's very fond of burning incense and setting trap drawers. Wait!
It's full of glitter, and there's a camera in there.
Actually, inside you find a strange ovoid object.
I will pull it out, and I'll say, perhaps you should look at this with your gaze, Inquisitor, before we go handling it.
Now that you have it a little bit closer to your face, it opens up. No, I'm kidding. It's made of a brown material with a rough texture, and it has tiny pores on its surface, a bit like maybe like a golf ball.
This appears to be a petrified turd.
You found the privy.
I don't know.
Once
I
again.
don't think detect evil works on objects.
Does it not?
Does
I'll
it?
detect
Oh,
magic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought it only worked on people, but
Or detect magic, or like any of the.
yeah. But
I would allow knowledge.
it detects auras.
I would allow knowledge in nature if you want to try to figure out what this thing is.
Ilix. Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you know that this is some sort of seed pod, but you don't know. It's certainly of no plant that you've ever heard of or seen.
It looks like some sort of pod from a plant, but I can't identify exactly what it is. Does it look like it's desiccated and dried out, or does it look like it's still like viable?
It's
Good
hard to
word.
tell without knowing more about the plant it came from,
Fair
but
enough.
it doesn't look like rotten.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't. It seems to be mostly intact. Whether it's viable and what it might produce if planted, I can't say.
Play
If you
signs
nibbled at
across
it,
the
could you tell
altar.
more?
Since we don't know anything about this Nigroth, and we don't know the nature of that seed, perhaps we should return it to the stone from whence it came, so that we don't risk planting it.
Detect on it. It does work on objects. Is that creatures, objects, or spells?
Okay, I will have to look this up if you're detecting evil on it.
Looks like maybe a seed, something like that. Is that
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
gist?
Pod seed from a plant
around
that can't
what
be
you said. That's
identified.
around the size of a golf ball.
No, it's got
No.
pores like a golf ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
small
okay.
little pores all over it.
Oh,
Little dimps.
I would imagine that it does give off a weak evil aura.
Hmm. So you didn't actually identify it in nature check. Just
No.
I think
But
it was.
it appears to be. It looks like a seed pod from a plant, and I think that's as close to its nature as I could get.
I think Chris said that. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything that occurs normally.
Doesn't look like any plant that I've ever come across.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've
it's
come across
it's
some
wrong in
plants.
some way, and like I'll let you role play and imagine like however you want that to be different. But essentially, like it's very seed pod like.
Yeah.
But it's,
I'm envisioning something like the tonsil stone from Bloodborne. If any of you have played that.
haven't gotten that far yet, but I can imagine.
Stone.
isn't that a health condition? Aren't tonsil
It's-
stones like the gross things that grow behind your tonsils?
Mhm.
Yes, they are.
Cool. What could we roll to identify this? Maybe plain?
Probably nothing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I assume you can draw some conclusions from that.
probably nothing.
It
Well-
is so far beyond the realm of knowledge of this world that nothing that we can know will allow us to know anything more about it than anything.
Pretty
before.
much.
Okay. It
I
just
shared
seems
a link
weird that they
of
would
what it
put
kind of looks like to me.
like a hidden object in here that we discovered but can't identify. Like it's unidentifiable.
I believe whatever it is not from this world.
That is a reasonable conclusion.
Okay.
And given what you
it's-
know about the altar, you might be able to make some conclusions.
Either
Is
the
giving
thing
off
should be
a
left here
faint
or should
evil
be
aura.
destroyed utterly.
I think we ought to destroy it. And I pull out Gabby's greatsword and kind of nod to the altar. I don't know what that thing is, but if it's something to do with this Shub Nigrath, it can't be anything good.
Perhaps we should ready ourselves should it not behave how we expect.
It's wise.
So I'll step back and I'll get a couple arrows ready.
So, what are we doing with the seed pod?
Putting it on the altar, and I'm readying my greatsword to try and destroy it.
Okay.
Or actually, perhaps Leopold got the most destructive weapon here.
I mean, it is a seed. I'm sure you could handle it. It's not like it's going anywhere.
We don't know that for sure, but we don't have like augury or anything, do we?
Unless Zoo prepared it, no.
No.
Although I think her class has access to that spell. It would be one of those like, why the fuck would you ever have this
I would-
prepared spells?
We could
I
rest a
don't- I
day
don't
and I
know.
could prepare it.
No.
I don't know too much about plants. I'm just worried that like what if it like turns into dust and then we breathe it? I don't want to breathe evil dust. Is that a thing that can happen?
Let's find out.
I
I
mean,
light the seed pod.
I take a few steps back.
I was about to say I'm within breathing distance. This might be.
You want me to strength check or roll an attack or?
I'm trying to decide how this even behaves because they give you the option of finding it, but then they don't fucking resolve like what you're gonna do with it. It seems
Yeah.
so obvious that the players would try to like destroy it or kill it or burn it or something, and I can't find. So I might just have
Cast
to wing
it into the fire.
Cast it into the fire. I mean, we can always pocket it.
I-
I, mm,
I don't think that anybody feels comfortable with that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
grow some of
because it
that
gives a
kush.
small aura of evil, I really don't think, especially for you as an inquisitor, would want to carry something that has an evil aura, even if it's just slight.
it's also the fact that
whole
like,
thing is kinda...
what if you put it in your pocket and you forget about it? Then it gets mixed in with all the corn nuts and sunflower seeds you keep in there, and you just toss them in your mouth, and then all of a sudden, you got that evil seed.
Or
Even-
what if you
you know-
accidentally get a little wet and it gives it enough water to start growing?
Or maybe it needs blood and you accidentally cut yourself and then you drip on it.
So many
Uh,
things could go
so many,
wrong
yeah.
from keeping this thing.
Which
There's gonna be,
I think is a sensible thing. Like I think it's sensible to not want to keep a unidentified seed pod that radiates
Oh,
evil.
boy.
Like
Yeah.
that seems a reasonable thing to do.
Found in an altar of an old god that we can't identify. Like,
Yeah.
because that seems like a good idea.
Havlock, I think it would be a good idea to destroy it.
Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. It's not really mentioned.
I mean, is this is something that like never comes up again in the AP? That
Oh,
Yes.
it will. Don't you worry.
great.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So I can actually give you a little bit of detail, I think, about the old god. Not a whole lot, but you know that she was called the Black Goat of the Woods, who has 1,000 young.
Oh fuck! She's an overlord.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can give you that. So what are you doing to the seed pod exactly?
Striking it with the holy might of Gabby's greatsword,
Okay.
attempting to split it, destroy it.
So give me a swing.
Boop. I bet I still have a bunch of modifiers from the last combat. I do indeed. Most of them are just hit modifiers, though. So yeah, that would be 2 less damage. A lot
Okay.
less to hit.
I think you definitely slice it open. I think you actually do cut it in half, and there's a pretty satisfying like crunch followed by mucusy, slushy sounds as you crack it open. Inside is a fairly gross colored, like it's almost like rotting algae on the inside, and it's just sort of like thick, snotty grossness, and
Almost more like an egg than.
yeah, pretty similar. And I think that we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Okay.
It's actually just some guy who's who's been like a squatter here in his bathrobe. He just opens the door like, "What the fuck's happening? Ah! Get out of my house!" How the fuck? 3 of us rolled 14.
All damn 14s.
But yeah, that YouTube link. There's an anime called Overlord, and he actually invokes Shub Niggurath to summon her young, and they're fucking horrifying.
Yeah, they are.
So if it's anything like that, oh boy, it's a good thing we're destroying that fucking seed. Let
Well,
me
they're
tell you.
Lovecraftian,
Oh, yeah.
fuck terror, insanity monsters. So yeah.
Yeah, he summons he kills 70,000 people and summons 5. And then they just stomp fucking people to death.
Right.
A song just started playing on my Spotify called "Godlike Demon."
Oh dear.
So that's fitting.
Accurate.
Song started playing on mine called "Rip and Tear." What I'm
so-
about to do.
Nice.
We, out of character, we have. I don't know if we've all seen it or I've seen it. I think we've all seen it. We've all seen Shub Niggurath, by the way.
Yes, you have.
We just didn't
Yeah.
know that's what we saw.
Yes.
When did this happen?
So if you remember
Was it
when
in
you
her
had the
visions?
visions from
Mhm.
Arnvrud's headspace, one of them was you fighting this large worm-like creature.
Ah.
Oh.
Yep.
Disgusting.
just for everyone to recall.
Cool, man.
Uh-huh.
And those are her young in the foreground.
Yeah, the baby goat things.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
there's nothing
There's
like a goat.
There's another.
Well, they're old.
image of-
They're old gods. The words that describe them are like grasping at straws, really.
Yeah.
So,
As a hoth.
out of the snotty grossness, two, I guess you would call them bloated worms, jump out and attempt to latch on to you and Plea.
Oh god.
As you are nearby. It does appear that you killed a couple of them inside the egg when you opened it.
Yeah. So there was like little pearl fucking baby eggs inside there.
Yeah.
These are the ones that survived are really just the Nemos of Shub Niggurath.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
My son.
You can do knowledge dungeoneering to identify them after we get through this little surprise round. Let's see. So, oh, they're an effect rather than a creature. Interesting. I need you both to make reflex saves as these worms jump out at you.
Oh boy.
About that one.
Plea, you do dodge out of the way, and it flies past you a little ways. Havelock, unfortunately, it does manage to latch onto you, and it burrows itself into your neck as soon as it bites your
No.
flesh.
Oh
does.
god.
When you say it burrows, is it inside of him now, or
Yes,
like,
it's
just
inside of
attached?
him now.
Oh, lovely.
I guess there isn't actually initiative because they're an effect rather than a creature, so I'll just close that
It's
out.
like a trap, I guess.
That's weird.
Can I stomp on the one that missed
You
me?
can attempt to attack it. Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah, Darp. If I beat Havelock's
God.
reflex, because I was higher than him in our quote initiative order, can I attempt, if I see it going at him, to shoot it? Like to see if I can knock it away from him.
No.
Okay.
Because it happened during a surprise round.
Yeah.
So like,
It was he cracked it open, and it was out of your view, and it jumped at him. Let's see.
Yeah, I will attempt
Oh,
to...
actually, there is rounds to this. So I assume. Wow, this is really fucking complicated. Okay. You get a reflex save if you know they're there. Once it's in you.
Like, because I don't know if we have.
Okay.
Because, I mean.
So the one that missed plea is going to be on the ground kind of next to him. Let's see if I have a critter to represent that. I don't at the moment, so I will mark that.
There you go.
On the map. Perfect. Love
Little
it.
diarrhea turd.
Okay, so Xenesis, you get to go first here. You just saw this sort of green-colored slug-looking thing jump at Havelock and burrow itself into his neck. And if you'd like, you can glance over at my screen and see this lovely depiction.
Oh God. Oh, it's so disturbing. I'm so worried for you, Havelock.
Yeah,
That's what you want to hear from the doctor.
Okay. I kind of want to take a step back further. Can I well, okay, so there's a spell that says know the enemy. Can I cast it?
Yeah, since there's a slug that is out, you certainly can. I'm posting the image to chat of what is currently on my screen.
No, maybe I can't use
These
it.
are very big.
Nice. Oh, I think I'm not sure that it's big necessarily. Is that it maybe gets big?
Yeah, they do.
Slugs.
This is like the thing that pops out of Rasputin at the end of the first Hellboy movie, and it just like grows and grows.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess never mind. That spell won't work.
I'm glad I picked that color at random and it worked.
It's the first day I've seen it. All right. You said it would be dungeoneering to identify the creature to know more.
Yeah, but you have a
Okay.
spell too, right? I thought you were
Right, but the
Oh,
way I
okay.
read the spell, it doesn't work the way I thought it was going to work. So I'm gonna negate that. Can I stomp on it? Or do I have to do like some? Oh God, I don't want to get close.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty close to it for that.
Like, you probably already see all of my guns pointed at. So.
He's got a musket in one hand, pistol in the other, 1 foot raised up over his shoulder, just like.
And the
another
buckler,
gun.
and the buckler
is on the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just?
Yeah, I would see if you could help Havelock because that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go head over to Havelock and then see if I can do a heal check. Would that work since I saw the creature burrow into his?
That sounds like a ghoul.
Sorry, what was the question?
I was wondering, can I do anything to maybe assist getting the creature out of his neck, like doing a heal check or?
Yeah, you could try a heal check.
Okay.
I know I'm not right there, but can I assist with sage advice? I have a point.
If you can explain to me how that works.
Like I'm kind of like looking over at it, and
that.
Nope. That's 3
With
ones.
With a 15, I'll tell you that you suspect that a skilled surgeon could probably cut it out of him. You can see it sort of wiggling around the base of his neck there.
Oh man.
It looks like it is attempting to wrap itself around his brainstem.
Oh God.
Oh dude.
Okay. Hang in there, Havelock.
Like screaming like crazy.
Yeah.
Is it trying to decapitate me?
It's probably trying to take control over you.
Yeah, it sounds like
Use
a
your
ghoul.
body as
It does sound a lot like a gold, yeah.
Because that's exactly what they
a
did. They
host.
went
Yeah.
like in the back of your neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you let's see, I think actually 19 is good enough.
Havelock, just hang in there. If we can get you to a proper surgeon, we can get this removed.
Sure.
I think we're performing surgery on the stone.
Just goes, I've got a proper surgeon right here, and he just picks up his great sword and like holds it to his neck.
Havelock, you have suddenly had the realization that these slugs are, they seem to be, to you, the larval stage of what might be known as the seed of the outer god Shub Nigruoth.
Oh,
Sure,
boy.
of course. Kill it!
Oh god, what if I shot it up in the air and fucking shot it open? They just rained on us.
Do I know?
Oh god.
Do I know anything else about them?
Not really. Other than it's definitely bad to have one in you.
Sure.
Yeah.
You suspect that your time is limited.
Yeah, I'm not sure I need a knowledge check to figure that out. But absolutely.
You're hearing the fucking.
You can definitely hear squelching sounds from places that squelching sounds should not be coming from.
Yeah.
You hear the fucking Sonic about to run out of air fucking sound.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yep. Ilix, it is your turn to decide what to do.
Geez. Ilix is going to step around here and try to take a shot at the little bastard on the ground.
Okay.
So this is just going to be, whoops, not that. Just a regular old longbow attack. So it's a 31 to hit and
Oh, yeah.
a 10 on damage.
I think you kill it.
Nice.
Because they don't have hit points, so I assume that they're pretty vulnerable.
Yep. It's probably at least an aberration, so
yeah. And I suspect
so
that these have been in here a while.
Yeah. Then she will, I can't really do anything else, but she'll say to Xenesis, cut it out!
Cut it out! Cut it out!
I'm gonna come over here. And
His
I'm
neck
gonna
off.
break. Because I know for a fact that the only sharp object that we could use to cut it out is our various swords. I think I have a dagger that's never been. I have a long sword that's never been used. So there's at least some form of thing here, and I'm gonna hold it out to Xenesis. I'm gonna try to assist her heal check because I think she's the only one with more than one rank. And I'm gonna try to help her out because I
have a 10 on heal.
It's obviously are parasites technically considered diseases? Or are they like?
This
I don't know.
is a meta discussion. If you want your characters to have such realizations, there will be rolls required.
Now that I'm getting closer, okay, because I see the slug spawn die, I run over, I bring out the sword as part of my movement, and I'm gonna examine where it is on Havelock's body, and I'm gonna see if I can determine it's the nature of its shittiness. Yeah, no,
You get similar information to what I gave Xenesis.
Okay.
You know that it is wrapping itself around the base of his brainstem, and that a skilled surgeon could probably cut it out now before it finishes whatever it's trying to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist her heal check when it comes to her turn.
Okay, Plee.
Do I think if I stab it while it's in his neck, it'll die?
You suspect that you might also kill Havelock.
I mean, it sounds like that's gonna happen anyway.
How do you want to die, Havelock? Now or later?
Never, preferably.
So basically, I'll give Leopold and Zenith a little more information here. The reason you think that a skilled surgeon can cut it out rather than just anyone is that if anybody tried to just cut it out, you suspect that it would probably take adverse actions against its host. So it needs to be carefully removed, not just hacked at.
So basically, you need to be rolling really high heal checks or something.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
in that
I'm-
case, I think I signed to Xenesis, and I signed to Ilix, and I signed to Leopold while Havelock is writhing in pain. Perhaps we should assist Xenesis's delicate
we have
hand.
to. I'll hold him and I'll
so-
reach out and we like grab and I'll like grab like what's left of my Applejack
Effectively, I'm gonna
and pour it
combat
on his
maneuver
neck.
to immobilize him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So he can't like pull away from the knife. We're gonna burrow into it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Immobilize me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Immobilize you,
Okay.
so that not
Uh,
like I'm basically your anesthesia.
No.
out
gotta
of
get it out.
game.
Hold still, Havelock.
No, this is like how I'm rolling my assist on heal because like I.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
So.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind for when we get to that. Havelock,
Exactly.
what
I'm
would you
gonna
like to do?
dimensional hop right there and swing at what I assume is a slug spawn in the middle of the air.
It's just about to ask about that.
What?
Well, because he cracked open the seed and only two
There's a
popped
slug spawn
out.
inside my body.
Yes.
I am dimensional hopping 5 feet away and not taking that creature with me.
I
Can you
don't
do that?
think you can. It's very creative. I like it. But
Yeah.
I believe it is presently merging with your person.
Wait, so that means that you carry me with you because I'm attached to you. Like I'm holding you in place.
You have to bring another willing creature. Like you can bring another willing creature
Right.
with you.
Well, I mean, Plea would probably not let you leave. he'd be
So
willing
I
to go-
he
believe
can't
that.
stop me.
So I guess the way I'm interpreting this is that the creature is no longer a creature; it is an effect that is on you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I like where your head's at. I like creative use of magic, but I think I'm gonna rule against this one.
Okay.
Sorry.
I beckon you back so that I can return you to your grappled state as you grappled, like hop away from me, bitch.
I
Feel like
tell.
Nightcrawler teleport.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can do anything then.
Anything that could assist Xenesis on a heal check against you?
Sure. I will try to feel where it is exactly, and
Oh,
like,
and point. Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna like grab my neck, where I think it is, and try to like pin it in place.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. You feel it get a little tighter, and it's not. It's pretty scary.
Oh god.
It's a scary thing.
Slugs.
Oh, okay. This is kind of out of character. The pod thing that he cut open. Are there more worms in that, or were there only two that popped out?
There were only two. He said that he smashed a
Yeah.
few
The
of
rest of them. Okay, so we just got lucky.
I feel like if there were more, that they would have come out already by now.
Fair enough.
Unless
Okay.
they were waiting for victims to get closer. No, I'm kidding.
All right. So I guess I'll wait. Can I cast guidance and do something or no?
That's not in
action.
the same round.
It's an
No.
action. No, not
Yeah.
this. All right. Well, I will. Well, I don't want to use the long sword because I'm not proficient in that. So I'll just
You
pull
have
out
a
my.
gazillion.
I mean, it's
You
just
have a million daggers.
I know. I was gonna say I'm gonna pull out my plus dagger. What was it?
my
my
werewolf
bane.
stabbing dagger.
Pharasma, I think I'm on my way.
Roll an attack or like
Come on, Elizabeth.
what did she roll for this? Like
It is a
Is
heal
it?
check.
Well, yeah, it was
That's
a heal check.
I assume you're using your nice dagger as your scalpel.
Basically.
Yes.
Gotcha.
At
Okay.
least it's
So-
sharp.
So the description that I have here says cutting it out requires a slashing weapon and a heal check.
Okay.
All right. So that's what mine is. I have a
Alright, so-
+2 silver shape shifting bane dagger.
Will you allow the +2 on her heal roll?
I'll think about it.
God damn it. Alright,
Okay.
let's do this, Zoo.
Oh god. All right. Okay. Fuck.
Oh,
So
no.
bad.
I think even with assists, that's probably not going to cut it. Ha.
Quite literally.
Ha.
Yeah.
Ha, ha.
Havelock, you will take 5 points of damage as an assist cuts into you, attempting to remove the slug.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is my first brain surgery!
Ilix.
Oh
It's just
boy.
feeling like
I'm not so sure if I should intervene. Because
at
I
this
don't
point,
have
like,
any
the
ranks.
only thing we can do is like assist and
start
assist,
cutting.
Can
or
we
roll
throw
our
the
own heal
yeah?
checks. But I feel like having our heal checks used as assists are probably better
Yeah.
than rolling our own.
Well, yeah, just because, like, I think I only have a +7. I think Zin's got a 10?
I have a plus
just has to-
10.
Yeah, she just has to roll higher than a 3.
So I will roll this heal test as an assistance for Xenesis's next round. I am attempting to help restrain Havelock as much as he can to keep the squirming, which is probably getting pretty bad. But I'll like douse the area with Applejack to like sterilize it.
Interesting,
Probably
okay.
burns like shit because he's got an open wound. But you know what?
Yep. It's desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah. Not looking good. Yep.
I will attempt the same, I
I
guess.
have drank too much of the Applejack.
So to
Okay.
be clear, my knowledge check doesn't give me like any
Weaknesses.
knowledge of like the actual creature itself. I just know what it is.
You know what it is, and you know what it's attempting to do. It's attempting to reach your brain to feed. And given that you've seen bodies with their heads missing, it is not an unreasonable conclusion that that might eventually be your fate.
Sure, but I don't
Oh,
get any
God.
knowledge on the creature itself.
I don't think so. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm trying to how to get it out. Weaknesses would be the thing that I'm particularly interested in.
Sure.
It's fire. Maybe a 3-degree burn is worth
Maybe
it.
Like
You
when
can-
burning it out, like I was thinking like do they hate fire or something? Like fucking flames of the faithful, my neck and get it out.
If they're evil, holy water.
Turns out they're allergic to Applejack.
Weaknesses, I guess, is like would have been
Yeah,
the question I would ask if I
so
had questions.
the only one that I have that I could reasonably give you sort of doesn't matter because I don't think you have the ability to do it. But it does say that dealing cold damage to the victim can kill the slug spawn and save the host, but only if the victim takes 10 or more points of damage within one round of being infested.
We have the alchemist ice. We have the alchemist ice.
Aww.
Those like vials of ice goo.
If
Don't
freeze,
Or did we sell
Okay.
those?
Let me check.
We
I'm
tried to
checking.
stop a boat with them. We didn't sell them. I think we had like 15 of them.
No, there wasn't that
I
many.
have
wait,
yeah, I
how
have
does it
liquid
work?
ice, 6 flasks.
According to this, you have to take 10 or more points of damage within one round of being infested. The reason I say it doesn't matter is that we're already
Oh.
one round past.
Wait, it has to be within the first round, or is it one round?
It would be within one round of being infested, which we already crossed.
Oh, damn. Retcon that because
I'm not super interested in retconning since we've already dedicated a bunch of time and pretty decent, good roleplay to this situation, and I feel like it would be doing a disservice to the story to just like undo everything that you guys have tried, because this is a pretty good bonding thing between all of you, assuming Havelock doesn't die, which I think is likely.
If I would honestly just start hitting him with every type of remove spell you have. If this next round of cutting fails, I don't know if we can do it. I just hope
the
to God it worked.
The thing is, our probably our best use of action economy is just assisting
Oh,
a
yeah,
check and having
yeah.
Z roll better. Like,
But that's the thing is
so
like
guidance.
we don't know how
from
long we
Havelock,
have.
Yeah, he has to like all of us rolling assists like that. Let's just keep it going though.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, in hindsight, now we know. So someone else gets infected
True.
for gold.
This probably isn't the last slug spawn you're going to see.
Your sacrifice was worth it.
As she's holding the dagger to the other part of his neck.
So Leopold, what you doing?
I already rolled.
Yeah, you already
two
did your
assists.
check. Sorry, Plea, go ahead.
Continuing to restrain Havelock as my assist.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and roll that now, since that's what everyone else is doing.
What is? Oh, never
And
mind.
Havelock, why don't you give me another assist as well, assuming that's what you're doing?
Am I heal checking for this?
Yeah,
I'm
if you're
trying to
helping.
grab it.
Yep.
Oof.
He's starting to lose it.
Not great.
I think I will count that just since it's inside you. I think you have a little bit better understanding of. How to
I
help
know
out.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I just clenched my neck muscles
I'm
and
painfully
tried to,
aware.
Yeah.
Xenesis, why don't you go ahead and give me another heal check? You will have a +6. Holy shit!
A +6. Sorry, I rolled it before you said it.
No, that's fine.
34.
Wow.
Before.
Okay. So this time, after she slipped with the knife earlier, Xenesis skillfully makes an incision, and Havelock, you hear a soft as the slug is decapitated, and she removes it from your body.
Gross.
I kind of slumped to the floor and kind of dropped. I dropped my dagger. It's like God.
Plea, just like he was restraining Havelock, just like while he's still in that grapple, picks him up and starts hugging him.
Did you get it?
Plea is like nodding next to you, but like you can't really see.
There's
it,
a little
'cause,
like dead. There's like a little
just
dead
like-
worm.
It's a really
turd.
big hug. Really big hug. He can't
Cool.
stand you right now.
Okay, all right. I'm already having trouble breathing because, and my neck is just like making that like whistle as like because my like esophagus is slashed open.
Oh, I was imagining she was cutting in the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the
brainstem.
side.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking the
okay.
back, like gold style.
I guess it depends how bad the knife's first time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she slept and cut your jugular. You're dead.
Hey, don't bring that up because Kirik did that.
Yeah. If the slug
Kirik
don't kill
did
you,
that
the
to
cure
a
will.
dying person.
Also, just as a bit of housekeeping, you do take 4 points of damage from your successful surgery, but you don't have a slug spawn in you anymore. And I think at this point is probably the appropriate time for Havelock to have the realization that since it was burrowing towards your brain, there is probably a moment right when it enters you that it is vulnerable to cold.
Gotcha.
When it's still near the surface of your skin.
Question for you, Darp.
Sure.
If you have multiple vials of Alchemist Ice, can you break multiple vials in a single round?
For the purposes of this, I think I would allow it, just because forcing action economy on something like that seems weird.
Cool. Lee asks Xenesis for 3 of the vials.
I dig
Or
through
actually,
my
all
bag.
the vials.
Oh, I dig through my bag. Here you go.
Just because like Plea has the most action economy of the group.
Fair enough.
Alright,
And
I'm
can
gonna
get to
put-
anyone fastest.
no more.
Unless it's him. In which case, I guess I just break it on my own neck.
He just drops the entire bag onto his head.
Ilix has gone and started examining the remains of these things because I
ain't
think
touching
they're
it.
aberrations. Did we decide?
They would be aberrations, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is a thing that I have some interest in.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
This
she
this
just-
whole book is this whole module has probably got you just
Yeah,
fucking so
so-
ready for this.
So she's got her dagger out and is poking at it, getting a look at like the mandibles, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of taking some mental notes about how it's put together.
Sure. Like Havelock can probably help you since he also has rolled a knowledge check on that. The ability to inspect one up close, I think, may reveal new information.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to roll me, if you want to roll me Dungeoneering Ilix, that would be solid.
I don't actually have dungeoneering.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Havelock is going to
Um,
cast Cure Light Wounds on his neck, and then just stomp that whatever remains of that slug spawn into oblivion.
Oh,
Which I don't
wait, I
blame
wanted to save my good work. Oh.
You wanted to save that thing?
Ew.
Cleve
No,
looks at
I mean,
Genesis.
As
I'm
a
your
proud,
good work.
as
Save
a,
me.
I did save you. We all saved you. Let's be honest.
I
Thank you for
understand.
the
It's you
support of
wanted
the
to have your
team.
trophy, but it's best that these things be destroyed.
Fuck this thing
Shit.
and all slug spawn like them.
Perhaps burning them might not be the worst.
Yeah, in the future, we should keep an eye out for things. Who knows?
Cleve signs to Genesis and Havelock and says, "Do either of you know what would happen if it had successfully latched onto his brain?"
I am presuming it would turn him and he would turn into a slug.
Do I know?
can see Zinna saying that.
If you're inspecting it with Ilix and looking up close, it sort of reminds you of it's like a slug, but it's sort of like it almost reminds you of a caterpillar in that you think it might have some kind of metamorphosis stage after feeding on its host's brain.
So
That
it
perhaps
becomes
the host's
Head
skull can
egg.
no
a
longer.
butterfly of Nigoroth.
Yeah, perhaps the host's skull can no longer contain the next form
Oh God.
because it is too large.
Cracks open like
Okay.
an egg.
Yeah.
I look at Ilix and I say, I'm pretty sure that what would happen to me would be what happened to those bodies that we found back at in the church.
Indeed.
Leopold shudders visibly.
So it's possible that there are a number of
Ugh.
whatever these things turn into awaiting us.
I would guess that it's quite likely, considering what this place is all about.
Cleve signs
I
that
motion to
perhaps
burn it all from the outside.
Lock the doors, set it on fire.
It is far too moist to burn down.
Fair enough.
If you guys
We've
recall,
tarried
like
here long enough, though.
if you guys recall, as we approached the building, there was like literally
Water coming from the
coming
foundation
out of
or
the
something. Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of the building
Yeah.
Yeah.
into the lake. Like the lake wasn't dripping water into the building; the building was filling the lake.
So it'll
That's-
take a while, is what I know.
Yeah. I believe we should carry on.
Determination.
They've had plenty of time to come looking for their brute,
Cleve
if there
nods
are
how
other
many-
patrols.
How many of these ice elixir
6.
things do we have?
6.
Perhaps each of us ought to take one of them just in case.
Well, so the problem with that is that they only do 1d3 damage.
Is it 1d3 or 1d6?
I thought it was 1d3.
So why is that a problem?
Because you need to
'Cause
take
I
10
remember-
points.
Yeah.
You have to take 10
So-
points in a round.
You
Of
pretty much
cold damage.
require all of them to guarantee that you're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the
I can-
host doesn't need to take
Or-
10 damage. The
No.
worm does.
Well, both at that point.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The host's health pool is the worm's health pool.
Gross.
But the
it's
host-
Gotcha.
The worm dies, not the host.
Well, presumably the host has more than 10 hit points.
Right.
Hopefully.
I guess that kind of depends on.
Okay, it is 1d6,
This
but
goes.
still, it.
Yeah, still, even at average, you would probably need 3 or more.
So it's one of those like a better safe than sorry. If it happens
Yeah.
again, I'm throwing like 4 vials on you,
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, instead of having
or
to like,
all of them even.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't happen in the middle of a fucking combat, because that's super dangerous.
Well, and that's also one of the reasons that I wanted them, because if it does happen in the middle of the combat, I'm the one that can get
Yeah.
everywhere.
Anyway, now that we have
yeah.
wrapped up that thing, what are we doing now?
Leaving and never return.
Never
The
return.
signs that perhaps we should investigate the door that was upstairs that Alex couldn't get into while she was invisible.
There are also 2 doors down here.
Too many doors.
And I believe Ilix opened the one on the left and found a long hallway and a bunch of other doors, and the one on the right appears to lead outside.
What was the door that wasn't open?
So there is a
It's
door at the
upstairs.
top of the stairwell.
This one? Or...
No.
It's not shown on this map.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I'm curious about.
Well, I can try to blast the
Curiosity
lock.
killed the cat.
Okay, I will have to do a little reveal here.
Is it barred or locked?
Well, I don't know, because we didn't know that it was actually there whenever I went up and looked.
Yeah.
So I'm role playing that I
Yep.
couldn't get it open.
Yep,
Oh,
which I appreciated.
Yep. I imagine I like tried it and maybe like the knob was like just a little stuck. And when I tried it and I gave up, and then it'll just give the next time somebody
That
tries
makes sense
to
to
open it or
me.
whatever.
Okay, so we're all going upstairs. Is that the plan?
Yar.
Sure.
I think
So
I
we're
got
leave-
everybody.
Yep, I'm there. I see everybody.
Yep.
Sure, you should see a door at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
Oh, here.
Yep, let me see what it says about that door in particular and see if it is indeed locked. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There is a stone menhir on the northeast wall. That door is keyed. Doesn't mention anything about that door being locked. So I think that you would be fine to attempt it. So, what are we doing with the door?
I guess we'll surround it like a fucking like SWAT raid.
I detect magic.
Yeah, I mean it could be trapped. I have no idea.
Through the door? You will need to be standing in front of it for such
No,
actions.
well, there's not enough room. It looks like I'm not. Looks like I'm at the bottom of the
I
stairwell.
guess you'll have to ask one of your teammates to stand
Does-
out of the way.
Ilix
Have-
is watching the rear.
Leopold or
Lee's
somebody.
Lee's rear.
I had my ear up to the door. I was just wondering if I hear anything inside. Any strange chanting from within.
You with an 18, you hear what sounds like a man praying, but his voice is, I guess you would say desperate, almost begging.
Well, go.
I detect magic on this door.
I don't think that. Yeah, there's no magic on the door itself.
Okay, the door seems pretty safe. I'm not
But since you're
detecting
aiming
any
a cone at it, and it does go through wood, I assume, you would be able to see magic, I guess, like 15 feet behind the door.
Ooh, but there's something magical going on behind this door, so let's use lots of caution. I prepare to spell magic.
What do you mean by prepare?
Right? Can't you like prepare and
Do you
then
mean like
cast it with
cast
Hold
it and then
action?
hold it?
Yeah.
Or are you like readying an action to dispel?
Yeah, okay, that's it. I'm
So
readying an
if you're
action to
readying an
dispel.
action to dispel, I need to know what your triggering event is. So it's I'm readying an action to dispel magic if such and such happens. So what is your such and such?
If when we walk into there and there's magic that is cast.
So if there's magic that is cast, so if you see somebody cast a spell, you will cast a spell magic,
Right. So I can dispel it.
but not if you see a spell that's already in place.
Well,
The reason I'm being kind of lawyery about this is it does matter, and I don't want you to feel robbed if your
fair
spell
enough.
doesn't go off. So I want you to be clear about what it is that you want to dispel.
Well, then it makes more sense to dispel a magic that is already happening if we walk in.
So would you say that if you see anything magical, you'll dispel magic?
But anything could be just like an object
That's
that's
totally fine,
magical.
though. You just have to be specific about, like,
He's trying to get like, are you trying to dispel to like counter a spell, or
Yeah.
if you see a magical item, are you trying to dispel the magic that's on it? Like that, those are your options. Which would you like?
You can also dispel a person.
Or yeah, like
I think you can also suppress magical auras or something to that effect. But yeah, I just need to know, like, when this door opens, what is your character thinking she's going to see that is prompting her to go, I need to have dispel magic ready?
Well, I think originally because I'm detecting magic through the door, I want to dispel the magic that I'm detecting.
Okay, that to me makes perfect sense. So when you see
Okay.
a source of magic behind this door, you will cast dispel magic. Got
Correct.
it. That works for me.
From that bonus.
Has Zenesis explained to us that she detects magic behind the door?
Yeah, I did. I just made a little quick thing like, hey, there's no magical or on the door, but there's something behind the door and we need to be careful about.
I will cast detect magic as well, and I will try to figure out what kind it is.
Okay.
That's going to be spellcraft or arcana.
Spellcraft is identifying a spell that's being cast. Arcana is one that's already in place.
So probably arcana.
But detect magic actually has a specific effect to allow you to identify the auras, right? You have to hold for 3 rounds.
Yes.
Okay.
All detection, I think, works that way, right?
yep.
Does it let
Strength and
you?
location. If the creatures are in line of sight, make a knowledge arcana skill check to determine the school of magic involved each. DC is 15 plus the spell level.
They are not in your line of sight presently.
Where were we detecting the Oh,
It's behind the
Behind
door.
the door.
15 feet behind
oh,
the door.
gotcha.
So I will give
Okay.
you that there is a number of magical auras. Let's see. There would be... I think that one's transmutation, evocation, divine.
I guess we couldn't tell the schools.
You should be able to tell.
Only if it's within line of sight.
Oh, I can tell you the number of magical auras and the most powerful one.
Right.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 auras. The strongest one is probably that one, which I think is going to be... I think it's I don't know what that is. Hold on. It is evocation. I think, yeah. So you know there are 5 or 6 magical auras behind this door, which is more than you've seen before, I think.
Yeah, probably. Is this door locked?
The door handle appears to be stuck, but it would probably open with a little extra oomph.
All right. I will hold Gabby's greatsword in both my hands and say, "All right, get ready. Kick it in." And kick it in.
Alrighty. Give me some of that delicious initiative action.
Deliciative.
Good job, Leopold.
And I've got grit, so it's a +2.
Jesus.
I'm apparently very unready for.
Yeah, I was basically sitting there like a fucking breaching. What the fuck is this, man?
Looks like he's a deer cat.
It's Poseidon,
Is that-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
fucking Poseidon Baratheon?
Could be.
He kind of looks like Stannis.
Let's see. So his initiative will be that.
He is more than a fish.
Unfortunately for you, he rolled quite well.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Not
I
as good
heard
as
us
me,
debating.
motherfucker.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you guys to assume positions on the stairwell that make a lot more sense than the fucking body pile that's
Cluster
going
mug.
on at the moment.
It'd probably be
Cool.
like.
Unless
here.
you want to accept squeezing rules, which I'm totally for.
I'd be at one side of the door and then just kind of like sweep in with a 5-foot.
I guess.
I had kicked the door in, so I guess I would be.
You'd be right there
I
in
think
front of it.
Xenesis has to be right there in front of it as well, as she was casting Detect Magic. So yeah, that makes sense to me right there. Yeah, I like that. So Leopold, you do get to go first. I think you realize there is somebody inside by the look on Havelock's face as he sees the man standing in here. Let's see.
Is the door open?
Yeah,
He
Havelock
kicked it
just
open.
kicked it open.
I know, but
Um,
like, I mean on the map, like.
Oh, have I not?
'cause I,
Yeah,
I
I
can't see
we
into it.
Yeah, the
I didn't open it yet.
obscuring
Yep, my
thing.
bad.
There we go. Okay.
So Havelock, when you kick the door open to this room, you see a man rather abruptly stand up from where he is. It looks like he was hunched over the table, sort of looking around. It looks as though he's been searching the room. Things are overturned. There's like papers scattered about. It looks like he's looking for something in here
Gotcha.
when you walk in. But he does immediately turn to face you, and he has his trident in hand.
Wow.
So I think I'll give you a second for any dialogue that you want, and then we can move on to Leopold.
One of us is in deep trouble.
One of us is in deep trouble. But
This is great.
Is that a water joke?
I love water jokes. Come on in.
why was it a little out of your depth?
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. And he'll start towards you. Leopold, go ahead.
Sure.
5-foot step. Oh, hello, Mr. Friend. I'm gonna take a full round action. And as part of the attack,
Wait, how's
What?
how's Havelock? I think Havelock
I
is
think he
in
alt-
that
I
square.
No, he kind of alt pressed it.
I
This
think
is
he
where
would be in that square though to kick down the door. He would
I
be
didn't
in.
alt press it.
I think he
Correct?
would be in the 5-foot square that the door is in to kick it open.
Then I'll just do here then.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go. And I can see him, so yeah, I'm gonna spend a grit, and I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Directly in the face. Do not cross. Do not pass go.
And I'm going to, as part of the attack action, can I spend more than one? I think I can. Can you spend more than one panache around, Ryan, as a swashbuckler?
It depends on what, like, it tells you what kind of action it is. You can only do one immediate action per round.
Well, it's not an immediate action. It's spending your grit as it says as part of a full round action. You can instead,
You can do that.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do both. There's enough things in here to kill to get my grit back, and I will try to headshot him. So
when you say things, Havelock kind of does like the shifty eyes, like
So I don't know if those 2 versus the rapid shot and the second attack will also go off. There will be 17 from being that close.
Okay.
But the damage from all of those is added up first because I used the dead shot or the dead shot deed, and I aimed at his head. So if that, I don't know if he has DR. I think we dealt if the damage doesn't.
Let's see. So, okay. So your first shot will hit. What about the other 2? Do they all get added in?
They get added in as damage if they would have hit normal.
They do not hit.
Okay. So the 6 damage goes in, and if it deals damage to him, he is confused for 1 round.
You fire off your shot, and there is a loud as your bullet stops in midair in front of him and falls harmlessly to the ground.
Oh. Well then. Apparently that's just a thing that happened. Well then.
Let me see.
Find shots again.
That's
dead shot.
That actually has a significant hardness that you did not get past, so never mind.
Wait, what was it? Sorry, you both talked at the same time.
It's
what
dead
was it called? Dead
shot.
shot?
There's dead shot and there's the targeted. So
yeah,
you take
the targeted one.
Yeah, dead shot is, I think, it's actually
That's a feat, right?
No, it's pistolero. It's a 7th level as a full round action. You can take careful aim and fire all of them.
Do both.
Okay, then I guess I would just try to do the target.
Yeah, because like Deadshot is a full round action and targeting is a full round action, so you can only do one.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't say as part of. Because there's ones that do say as part of, but.
That's the weird thing about that class is like you have to be very careful with how you read it.
So, it is now his turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody, let's see, Havelock and Xenesis, you both would have seen this bullet thing happen that you've never seen happen before, and you both were aware that there was magic going on in this room. So I will give you an opportunity to roll to identify this spell. So that would be Arcana. And then we will get to Xenesis' readied action.
Jesus, all these ones tonight. Low numbers.
Those are not very good rolls. Unfortunately, I can't really give you anything. You know that there is some kind of magical effect that stopped his bullet. You may choose to do your readied action now.
Yeah, okay. Probably dispel the thing that stops the pain from getting to him.
Right. Okay, so I'm reading Dispel Magic, and it's talking about the caster level. So that doesn't mean like it's 1d20 plus your caster level. So I can cast 5th level spells, but that doesn't mean I do have to put a plus
9.
5.
It's your
caster level is your character level.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Goodness. I was
They're very weird about
Well, the reason
Shouldn't
it's
be that
the
hard.
reason it's worded like
because you
that
can
is
multi-class.
because you can multi-class and you
Yeah.
can have character levels in like fighter, and that would not be a caster. So
Right.
you could be a ninth ninth
Does she
ninth
also
cleric,
add her
one fighter,
charis-
and you would be a caster level 9, not a caster level 10, even though you're a level 10 character.
Gotcha. Okay. Goodness, I was reading into it really hard, and I was like, this shouldn't be this difficult. Okay.
I mean, Dispel Magic is a pretty complicated spell, so I don't blame you for that.
Just trying to be more prepared.
Yep, I get it.
27.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Xenesis reaches out with her arcane might and attempts to dispel the shield that is guarding this man, but your magic just sort of ripples over the surface, and you can see the wall now as your dispel magic kind of goes over the surface a bit like a electric, like purple smoke sort of, and then it dissipates, and you can see that the wall is I will draw it.
Boy,
I
that's
didn't really even see this dude, but cool.
So that is where the wall is.
Fuck.
well, guess we're just closing the door. We have no other guests. Bye, dude. Let's lock the door and leave.
This is a tough contender.
Yeah, you rolled an 18 and it didn't work. God
Right.
damn.
Yeah, I wish that the knowledge checks have been higher, but alas. So he sort of, you see him smirk behind his little force wall there, and let's see what he's gonna do. That is his. Oh, it actually defines his first round of combat. All right, well that's handy. How long does this thing last? Jesus. Okay. All right. So you see him cast a spell on himself. Again, I will give you an opportunity to roll to identify. This would be
Cool.
spellcraft this time because he's casting it actively.
Fuck.
Zoo, you need to fix your dice.
You need to
You know,
unweight
I-
those dice.
Honestly, an 18 was
Jesus,
really
what the
good.
fuck, guys?
I mean, we don't really have any Arcana. Like, we have no casters
No,
in the party.
like, aside from the 18, though, Zeus rolled really poorly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
That's
I think
18
in
didn't work.
general, a
unusually
lot of
badly.
people, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, Xenesis, what do you want to do here?
Oh God.
Catch him in Resilient Sphere and we'll just suffocate him.
Fuck. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold my. Well, if I hold my action, I have to say what I'm gonna do next.
No, actually, you can delay your turn until after somebody else if you want.
Okay, I'd like to delay my turn because I was hoping my dispel magic would do
I
something.
get it. Who do you want to go after?
Is it bad to say I just want to go after like half? It's like I
No,
know it's
that's
pretty
fine.
far down the
Worked
line.
for me.
All right, I want to delay my action and go after Havelock.
All right, Ilix.
There is basically nothing I can do. Because I can't like get up to a place where I can get a shot on him.
There's a shield,
Um,
by the way. I don't know if you can pierce it. It's magical. I yell out to the team.
Probably not. I'll keep an eye back here, and I'm going to ready an attack against anybody that comes scrabdoodling out of the lower floor.
Fair enough. Please.
Scrab doodling.
I like that word choice.
Please gonna rush. Oh, he's got a literal wall of force.
Yes.
Per the spell. Yes.
Okay. I run into the room thinking that there's combat, and I would naturally, like, does the wall of force appear to be like?
So you can't actually see it, but you would have
Okay,
seen it
cool.
when she tried to dispel it because I described the whole thing. So.
I wouldn't have seen that though because I was
Oh,
back.
so do you just run into the wall?
Well,
So
Zuzu
Well, I
Dennis
yelled
said
out.
that
Oh.
he's
he
got a
had,
wall up.
he had a
Yeah.
had a,
Okay.
a wall of something.
Trying to do more
Wall of force.
gameplay here. Trying.
Magic
Yeah.
wall.
I think
Magic
Fleet
wall of magic shit.
like rushes into the room at the beginning of combat, realizes what Zeus said, and like walks up with his hand outstretched towards the wall. And does, like, do you just like run into it? Like,
Yeah, you
nothing
would.
past it?
You
Okay.
can't get past it, yeah.
Fleet walks up to this wall and signs to this guy, what's the deal? And just like looks back at Havelock.
He tilts his head at you strangely and he says, I don't understand these hand movements that you're making, but you leave my presence at once.
He wants to know what the deal is.
Fleet literally just like looks at him, looks back at Havelock, and walks out the door.
Huh.
That's not good. Havelock says,
Yes, get out of
maybe,
here.
Maybe you just can't hear him from there. And I grab Poli's arm and dimension hop right here.
Ooh.
You can totally do that.
Ooh.
Cool. I like this.
That would be
Hello, new friend.
20 feet.
The hug monster has arrived.
What?
Anyway,
What is this?
Get in behind him, and then I just hold Gabby's greatsword up to him and say, looking for something? And I'm gonna kind of like tilt the tip of Gabby's greatsword at his trident and say, "Put that down, and why don't we have a conversation?" Before my buddy here has to show you what he meant. I'm gonna roll intimidate.
Okay.
Not the greatest roll, but actually a terrible roll. I rolled a 4.
Better
Yeah,
compared to your
I don't
other
think that's
roll.
going to do it because he's decently high level.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
Yeah.
Intimidate gets rolled against, though. I always fucking forget.
16.
It's something
like
with
10.
wisdom.
Yeah, it's like it's something stupid. And 10 plus level plus wisdom 10 plus hit die plus wisdom mod or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So, no. Him's not affected by your Intimidate.
Yeah, I would not think he would be.
Xenesis, it is now your turn. Your friends have teleported behind the wall. What do you do?
I got a question. This is maybe meta. I want to do calm emotions, but will it get past the wall, or do I just have to try it and see?
You failed your knowledge check to know about the spell, so I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna move.
Wait, it's a spell that has been cast now, so now you can identify it with Arcana.
Oh, that's true.
No.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Fine.
I'd probably say
okay.
if you failed to recognize it being cast.
No, it's been up since you opened the door.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm talking
I
about
thought
the
that was
wall.
the spell that he cast. That
No.
Okay, never mind. I was.
You
No.
also
My bad.
didn't identify that either.
Yeah. Well, I just rolled shit. Dog shit. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go up like right here. And then I'm gonna cast calm emotion and see if it works.
That is an AoE.
Mm-hmm.
So I would choose the AoE that you.
It's
cast it on
huge.
right
I don't
there.
know that she'll be able to.
Yeah, fair point.
It's 100 feet
It's 20-foot
plus
radius.
10.
Yeah,
20-foot
the
radius is
range
big.
is different from radius.
Right.
Cast it here.
Perfect. That's where I
Hey,
cast.
In order to like not affect it, she'd have to like run out of the. Like, through the
Well,
front door
okay,
and then-
but any aggressive action against or damage dealt to a creature breaks it immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
But I figured this would allow us to have a little more conversation, maybe, to figure what.
Maybe
the
run
fuck's going-
out the clock on whatever the fuck is protecting.
Maybe.
Depends how many rounds that thing lasts. We don't know.
I give
She
one
can do it
round
for
per
10
level
rounds.
for 9.
No, I
9
mean
rounds.
the wall.
Oh, his.
Well, it's probably comparable. I mean, given what we're dealing with lately.
All right, I need the DC for your spell.
Yeah. So level.
I guess is will of 16, but
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. Fuck.
I should say in YPCG.
Level 2. It's 14 for level 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Mwah.
Yeah, see?
16 is 4th level.
Oh, there's his saves. Holy shit. Okay.
He's a
Well, that
broken
doesn't bode
motherfucker.
well.
So he rolls a 20.
Of course he does.
So he is not affected. But you might be. So roll. Same for Leopold. Havelock and Plea, you're both outside the range.
Oh.
But
I'm
Ilix,
around a corner.
that doesn't matter. The burst
Yeah, whatever.
is.
You're not, because she cast it here, so
Yeah.
it's like it's facing you.
Well, that's okay. Everyone beats it anyways. Fuck. It's all good.
You. Oh yeah, you did too.
Be calm, and everybody's like, "Fuck that!"
The
Oh,
term
no.
I'm
Weird.
calling-
Ilix is
I'm
mega
cool.
chill.
More pissed.
All right,
Ilix
I'm cool.
Ilix
I'm cool.
is cooler than a cucumber.
Ilix puts her arrows back in her quiver and like strings her bow over her back and leans against the wall. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Everybody's just
I'm
like,
fine.
"This-
What's the matter?
This is a fight. What do you mean, be calm?" And it looks like, "Hey, everybody just chill out, man."
I think
Everybody
cooler
just
heads
take
should
a
prevail in this
chill.
circumstance.
Yeah, I
Hey,
like
why don't
that,
we just-
Leopold. I
Why
like
don't we
that.
just talk it out, man?
Oh, I liked the singing. I
Oh,
read
yeah.
that as singing.
Or signing. They
Yeah.
all picked up on. They
Yeah.
started learning language from.
Everybody learned Shemaling.
They're slowly
Leopold.
becoming sentient through
The
sign language.
termites
Leopold, what do you do?
close the door.
Okay.
I'm useless here.
What are they doing
I
up?
mean-
What are they doing up there?
Well, they all ran into the room with a guy wearing a fancy hat. I can't do anything to him, but Please probably
Oh.
gonna hug him to death. So
Okay.
I don't
Well,
want to watch that. It's always
you-
very
I
concerning.
think there's still a little bit of this Applejack left in this flask, so if you need me, I'll
Hey!
You have a gazillion tons of Applejack.
Hey, that's my Applejack.
But it's like behind
What?
the wall, so you can't. Oh no, his voice has been coming. It'd be funny if it was like, "Oh."
Hey, just wait a minute. We gotta kill this guy for a second. Then we can all drink the Applejack. Don't drink it without me, guys.
Okay, so I need to figure out exactly what fucking calm emotions does.
Oh, I
I
linked
think
it.
you can't take violent actions.
Yeah.
Correct.
Unless someone attacks you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good summary.
okay.
Basically, creatures affected cannot take violent action.
Yeah, Ilix is gonna like sit down on the steps and just sort of kind of muse, sipping on this Applejack.
Stoop kid never leaves a stoop.
Okay.
Gonna meditate a little bit.
Let's see. He is going to. He is going to cast a spell defensively, so let me make his concentration check. That's decent.
I just
yep.
need to wait for Plea to grab him, and then this will all
He
be.
will succeed at casting Obscuring Mist in this here room.
Doesn't it stay on that side of the wall?
I'm pretty sure even with a 10 spellcraft, I can figure that out.
Yeah.
when fog comes from his fingertip. Oh, that could probably be dispelled. I doubt that's like a fucking 50.
I don't know if you want to waste a spell magic.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do another.
Level
I don't
spell.
think I can do another. Yeah.
They're just clam bacon.
Clam bacon.
Well, I mean, it's stuck behind the wall of force, so it's just a fucking clam bacon.
Okay, so the
It's just
room is
horrible.
now filled with fog.
Hmm.
You can all still see him because he is 5 feet away, but he is harder to locate within his square. He is
Does you just
also
see like a wall of fog? Like,
yeah,
do I?
because it will stop at the wall of force since it covers the whole room, top to bottom. So he's actually going to 5 foot to over here, and that is his turn. Ilix is chilling out. Plea.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna 5 foot step here and give him a big old hug.
It seems odd that we entered this person's house and we're causing so much of a ruckus. It seems rather uncouth. I know little of your
Well,
outsider.
I roll shitty.
Yeah, you will fail to grab him. Yeah. I can't help you with that. Plus 18. Jesus Christ.
Like I said, I rolled shitty.
Yeah. Rolled shitty, still got 26. Havelock.
Okay. This guy seems like he's throwing around some high-level magic, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. I'm just gonna cast Silence in here. 20-foot radius, emanation centered on.
You need to pick something.
I'm gonna put it on Plea because he's probably gonna stick on this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
White on rice.
Cast silent on the silent monk. The silent monk is very happy.
Yeah. You can finally.
I can now make all the noise I want to.
Yeah, you've never been able to like yell in like years, and you can do it now, and it's fine. Like you can like basically enjoy that sensation.
Titty sprinkles!
Yeah, we just see him like mouthing like "fuck you, piece of shit," just like slamming this dude's head into the floorboards. That's my turn.
Okay. He is going to attack you.
Okay.
Because you cast a
Wow,
spell.
I'm not good at lip reading, but I'm pretty sure that Plea just got racial with this.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess that. All right. That's fine.
So he is going to roll a 25 to hit.
He will hit me.
Let me find my dice. So you will take. That will be 13 points of damage, and you will have to make a concentration check now that you took damage because AOs take place before the offending action. So this would be injured while casting. So your check is going to be 10 plus the damage you took, which was 13 plus the spell level, which silence is level 2.
Yes, well, I mean, for me it is.
So you would need to roll a 24.
Wait, it's 10 plus what?
10 plus damage that you took, or I'm sorry, half the damage you took, my bad. So it'll be 6. So it'll be 16 plus the spell level, which I guess is going to be at 18, so you do make your check.
I was going to say, plus the damage taken is like super fucking punishing.
Oh, wait,
That's like
nope,
coup de
nope,
grace
I'm sorry, it is damage taken. I was looking at continuous
Oh.
damage while casting is half damage. If you are injured while casting a spell, it is the full damage of, it's the full damage that you took.
Well,
So
fuck.
you lose the silence spell, unfortunately.
Okay.
Xenesis.
Alrighty, I don't think I have any prepared spells that can break this wall. So I'm just gonna pound on the shield thing and say, "You guys got this."
I guess, Xenesis, you would know that even though this wall is here, it doesn't stop you from targeting things behind it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it only stops projectiles and like physical things from going through it. So if you have spells that, I don't know, rain down from heaven or something.
So I could do Spear of Purity.
Is that
That's a
something?
spell I wouldn't do.
I think that's going to be blocked by the wall, right? Because it's a spear.
But I
You
thought
need a
you said
ranged attack
anything
with that, right?
magic. Oh, okay, so it has to be range.
It needs to be
Okay,
something that directly
so
targets a
if
person.
if you shoot it from you to them, it'll hit the
Yes.
wall. If you cast it and it manifests at a point on the other side of the wall, that's fine.
Would channel energy go through that?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
It's not gonna obviously.
I believe channel energy would go through the wall. Yes.
Because I know it doesn't go through solid walls, but
Yeah, it's sort of weird here.
okay.
I didn't detect. I don't believe I've detect evil.
I don't think you need
I don't
it.
know.
You,
I
Yeah,
don't know if he's evil.
I mean, I think he's wearing the regalia of the fish cult, which
He
we,
certainly
looks,
is.
That's what he looks like.
yeah.
He looks like he's done up more than anybody you've
But that-
seen, so it's
That
probably
seems to be a
logical that
reasonable
he's
conclusion.
probably
vicar.
the vizier, or yeah.
Vizier,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is.
We were told he was up here.
Mm-hmm.
Picked a hell of a spot to be praying.
Well, okay. Well, now that I know that information, from the spells that I have prepared, I do not have anything that would do come out of like from the gods and shoot down.
Oh,
Of
I thought you
con-
had that like searing light or whatever it was.
She cast already.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's what hurt Ilix.
Hmm.
Last
Yeah.
Leopold.
I mean, I'm just leaned up against the wall. Ain't shit I can.
Yeah.
I doubt there's any way I'm getting through the hardness of that thing. So I'm.
Can you shoot out the wall and then scramble around
Ooh.
on the other side
I
of the
like your
fort wall?
thinking.
Interesting.
With enough time and 500,000 rolls, but I have a climb of negative.
Can you take one of your powder kegs and blow the wall?
Or is it a
Yeah, I've only
spear?
had one of those, and I gotta tell you, I can't do that again because I've only got 39 charges.
But I do like what Ilix is saying, because if it's only one side of the wall and it's not encircling him, you could go around the building.
Oh, these are just my thoughts on the matter, huh?
Wouldn't he get a
I-
20% mischance on his attack against me?
He would ordinarily.
Broken.
Lots of buffs, man.
Apparently, that's all he was doing.
Stuck in a lot of worms to get
He
this
does appear to
power.
be wearing a fair number of magic-looking things.
Very magical items.
At least 4.
Well, you detected 4 auras. It's not necessarily 4 items, but yeah.
At least.
What's he doing?
Oh, it is his
Oh,
turn,
is
isn't it?
His turn?
Derp. I believe that he will cast another spell defensively, so let's see if he can even succeed at that, because that's a fairly high level one.
It seems like this could all be resolved with a nice conversation.
He didn't want to talk.
He doesn't seem very interested in talking.
Well, have you really tried? You're normally a very brusque person.
The
I
door is
did.
closed. He can't hear you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have really fucking good hearing though, and I yelled
Yeah.
loudly.
That's fair.
Maybe be nice, like through the wall.
Ilix, who's like suffering of calm emotions, is like, just be nice. Just calm down, guys.
Well,
Chill.
let's see. That's going to be probably too low. What is concentration? Cast offensively, 15 plus spell level, so he needs to roll that, and he didn't. So he actually will not be able to cast that spell this round. He is unhappy.
Don't you
about
lose the spell if
this.
you try to cast offensively and fail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ilix.
You know what I'm doing?
Plea.
Just taking it easy.
I'm gonna try to hug him again.
Okay.
God, what the fuck is wrong with rolls tonight?
Nope. It's not going to do it. And
Oh.
actually, Ilix, I think that you would... Doesn't the hostile attacks against like Havelock trigger you?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, because the door is closed. Shit.
Also, she literally can't see Havelock. Like,
Well, isn't everything
Well,
in a
it's
fog?
like anything, like any hostile stuff going on around you will
Oh.
jar you out of it.
Joy surrounding creatures cannot take violent actions or do anything destructive against or damage dealt to a calmed creature. It has to be against me,
Oh shit.
as
Yep.
far as I read it.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, I could slap you in the
Havelock,
face if you need it.
Leopold could slap you in the face.
I mean, he doesn't seem
I
very
don't.
interested
I am
in...
not. I am literally not a
Leopold is
magically
equally
inclined.
suffering calm emotions, just intentionally.
Well, I can't do anything, man. I ain't got no
25
magic
would
for that.
normally hit. Let's see about the fog. Yeah, you'll hit. So
Is this what humans call a cage?
Quit it!
Ah!
It is basically a cage match. Alright, that's my
2-on-1
turn.
cage match.
Okay. Xenesis.
I mean, I guess I'll. I don't really want to waste channel energy though.
You
don't
don't have
to do anything
Okay.
on your turn. You could just
All
say
right.
pass.
I'm gonna pass. Another round to go.
Leopold.
Oh wow, back at it again.
Yep.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Ilix is under. I mean, Ilix is seeming strange, but I don't have any magical inclination. I have no idea what she's affected by. I mean, I could walk
What
down there.
do you do on your turn?
Nothing.
'Kay.
I mean, until that is gone.
If you're not going to do anything, just say pass so we can get
Yeah.
it going.
We
instead
can
of
go
talking
much
about it.
faster.
Much faster
We
if you guys
basically-
just say pass.
Yeah. We just need to get to the point where Plea actually grabs this dude and it's
Or
over.
the wall of force goes down. It doesn't last forever. Like
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It can be made permanent. All right. So he is going to attempt to cast another spell. How many does he get with that caster level? Yeah, I think he's going to try. Ooh, that's much better. Yeah, he is going to succeed. And he is going to cast... let's see, 20 feet long per level, or a ringed wall. Neat. An immobile vertical curtain of whirling blades shaped of pure force spring into existence.
Cool.
Great.
Now it's gone from a cage match to a meat grinder.
But will it blend?
And it is going to be in a circle around him that is 5 feet wide.
Isn't that just his square?
No.
Oh.
It will be
Would it be
these
affected
squares.
by his wall?
So you are going to be considered inside it.
Okay. So we're safe unless we cross it.
No, you're in it.
It is happening in those squares.
Yeah, I should have drawn
Gotcha.
that different.
I get you.
I get it now. It was just
There.
there we go.
Yeah. How come I'm above
My
it?
cleric has this in Rise of the Rune Lords, and I gotta say, it's not gonna be.
Yeah. It's a
It's
dangerous
amazing.
one for sure. So there is Jesus. I'm gonna roll that and roll 20.
This does.
Okay. You both take 41 points of damage as the
Jesus fuck.
Wait.
They get if it's what I
Don't
think.
we get a save?
Yeah.
There's gotta be a
If
save.
it's what
for
I
this.
think it is,
That's
Dark,
not
there
fucking.
Fine. Let's see. If you evoke it so that it appears where they are, they take damage as if passing through. Oh, you may make a successful reflex save to avoid ending up
Oh.
on one side of the wall or the other. Good.
Okay.
Good
So I
call.
could end up on his side of the wall still.
Nice job, Havelock.
I don't know where you plan to
Hey.
stand
27.
that's considered on his
Mhm.
side of the wall, but sure.
squeeze into there.
This corner of my square.
All right.
Ideally, I'd be in
Okay.
his square because I want to hug him. It is it is like what 5 foot like increments, so wouldn't like technically we're
It's
in it
not
when it's
so. It can be up to 5 feet per 2 levels
okay.
in
So
radius.
does that mean we're all
So he's
squeezing
made
if
it.
we end up
He
on
has made
his
it
size?
essentially. I guess it would be 2.5 feet radius around him. So it's in the center of the 5 foot square surrounding him. You don't get the option of moving in to stand next
Yeah.
to him.
Move him out. If you can grab him, you can just whip
I
him
mean, you
across
can
the room.
eat the damage this round and attempt to move him out of there, but there is no place that's safe to stand inside.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That seems dumb.
Yeah. Probably not the dumbest move he could have taken, though. It's just like I guess I couldn't even ID this.
You can attempt to.
You can
I did.
spellcraft to
19 spellcraft.
It's 15 plus the spell level.
Oh, you'd have to. Yeah, it's a level 6 spell. I think you have to roll
I
21.
just missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Xenesis, it's your turn.
So I'm
You could
assuming-
attempt to roll spellcraft here or knowledge arcana now that it's in place.
But I have a question. Isn't there the fog mist thing, so I can't see what's going on technically?
You can see that there's a bunch of swirling blades on your side of the force wall as well.
My
It's just
side?
harder to see shit.
Yeah, you can still make out stuff. It's just harder to hit.
Nice, sharp, shiny blades of magic.
No, that's actually going to be good enough. You have identified this as a very high level spell known as Blade Barrier.
Another
The guy and
barrier.
his fucking barriers.
Jesus.
It is
No
a
babies for
immobile
him.
vertical curtain of whirling blades shaped of pure force. Any creature passing through the walls takes 1d6 points of damage per caster level. If you evoke the barrier so it appears where creatures are, each creature takes damage as if passing through the wall, then they get a reflex save to be on one side of it or the other. It lasts a very long time.
Side of their choice. I should be able to go with it.
I would say get out of there, guys, if you can. This is lots of blades that deal lots of damage and it lasts for a long time.
We
Either
noticed.
get him into the blades or get yourselves out, because this seems like a no-win situation.
This guy is the ultimate introvert.
I too do this when someone comes into my room.
He's like, he's been studying magic for like 50 years just to know how to keep people away from him.
Stay away.
Don't touch me!
No.
Personal space. This
no.
is my personal space.
Personal
Havelock,
space. Rule
when-
number 1. Respect my personal space.
Havelock,
Number
Stay out of
2,
my
personal space.
Havelock, when you are dodging out of the way of the blades, after he cast the spell, and right before you duck out, you think you caught sight of him, like rubbing the back of his neck.
Oh, mother.
I told you he was sucking on worms. I said
Shouldn't
that like
say
a
that.
few moments
One
ago.
of them is sucking, but I don't think it's
Xenesis,
him.
what is it that you wish to do?
Well, okay, I relayed that to them. Gods. I'm gonna pass for now, because I'm assuming that since they rolled the reflex, they didn't get the damage because I didn't see
Correct.
the health bars go. Okay. Can I hold my channel to when I do realize I get damaged, or no?
You can hold
that a
any
thing?
action.
Yeah, you could ready a channel energy. Yeah.
Well, I ready a channel energy for my compatriots.
Okay. For when they take damage. Got it.
And
Yes, for when they take
excluding-
damage.
Helix.
And excluding douche canoe.
Excluding a douche canoe, exactly, with the weird hat.
I'd wear that hat.
He's got a
not
pretty
gonna lie.
cool spell list. I'm enjoying this a lot. Ilix.
I'd like it too.
Well, it's incredibly boring for the rest of us.
Ilix comes up and chats up. I pass, but Ilix comes up and chats up.
Plea.
Plea signs to Havelock. like through the fog. I don't know what to do. We should just move.
Yeah, Havelock also, I think Havelock sees this guy rubbing his neck, and he goes, "You've got one of those slugs in you, don't you?"
I effectively passed my turn, by the way.
I'm fine, but you won't be very shortly. Havelock.
Fuck, man. All
We
right.
can see.
Just leave. Like we can't do anything here.
Yeah. I step over here, grab Pali, and 5-foot us, or dimensional hop us on the other side of the wall.
Oh, thank God you guys are
Get
safe.
away from him! His fucking head's about to pop off.
Oh.
So does Plee need to be adjacent to you?
I have to be touching.
Yeah,
So-
I was right here, and he went
I
to
move to here,
there.
grab
Right.
him, dimensional hop
So when you're coming out the other side, where are you standing?
on the other side of the wall.
Wouldn't I be on the side of the wall? Or
Right.
Yeah, but you're
Oh,
going to be
fuck,
in
you're
the
gonna-
blade
you're
barrier.
gonna teleport me into the blades.
Bitch.
Shit.
Yeah, that was
wait,
that
I get
was
a
my
reflex
question.
save? I
Well,
get a reflex save,
hold
right?
on, hold on. I mean, I didn't realize I was doing that. So, can I like put him here?
Well,
Like, in a
Xenesis
safe
is
corner of
standing
the
there,
room?
where you are.
Yeah.
Well, it counts as movement, and you can move through squares with people, right? Like, couldn't.
Oh well,
you can share a square, or I don't know. Not in
no, I
combat,
mean you can
though.
move
Not in
through
combat.
somebody's square, but you can't like exist in that square.
All right, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the dimensional hop then, and move us 10 feet.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
So that'll cost me an extra 10 feet of my dimensional hop. But
Probably worth it
It's
to
worth
not
it.
take 12d6.
yeah,
Okay. Leopold.
Where do I go? then?
Well,
we're down.
I'll open the door for them so they can leave. Because I hear them now going like, "Fuck this rock!" So I'll just open the door.
Okay. It is
And I'll
his
step,
turn.
And I'll take a 5-foot step to get out of line, so I don't get fucking flashed with fucking confusion or something.
I'm going. Your brain's
get
about to fucking explode, man. We can help you. You start freaking out on us. Don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to have a conversation with you like a normal person. Start slinging blades and smacking me with your trident.
Let's see. What would he do here now that you're running away?
Well, unless he's got a spell to get out of the the blades because they don't move.
Yeah, I think he's trapped.
And
Unless he's
two, the
got a
force wall.
dimensional door or
He's stuck
something.
there.
Yeah, he has really
Fucked himself
He's
over.
built like the ultimate barricade of introversion.
How many
He's literally
times a
trapped himself
day
between a rock
can
and a
he
hard
do
place.
that?
I mean, these last two combats, I think, have been enough for Havelock to just be like, yeah, I retire from adventuring. I think this whole thing is fucking. This was a misstep.
We
Go
write a
back.
letter to A. We're done.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fine. You got your wish.
What is the range on that? Okay. Xenesis, given the where the wall is present right now, you can actually see his movement as he is inside that square, and the fog isn't enough to obscure you. You can see him touch a ring on his opposite hand of the one he's using to hold his weapon, and the force wall flickers out of existence.
Oh God. It's the ring, guys. It's the ring.
That
And I guess it's it's a free action. So he creates a new one.
Fuck all of you.
Using an object is a free action?
It says that it can be activated and deactivated at will as a free action. That's what it says.
Damn.
Well, good news. When we do finally eventually kill him, we'll get that.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that particular
this?
part.
So
Undiomede?
you're
What is
welcome,
this-
Dart.
what is this
Way to
item?
use it. Now we know how.
I've never heard of anything like
I
this.
can literally
This is
trap anyone
fucking-
in a wall of force of my own
yeah.
choosing. What?
That seems incredibly OP. Wall of Forces are incredibly powerful. That's a crazy good item, if so.
Oh,
Damn.
You know what? You're right.
Can he only do it once?
No, there's caveats to it that I missed. Not
I was
important
gonna
right
say
now.
that shit must be worth fucking
Like
so
90,000
much
plus.
gold. Like
Yeah.
Mostly the fact that he couldn't have created the
action.
fucking wall in the first place.
He
It's a
did, though.
shield-sized wall of force.
Hey, don't you be metaing. I decided there was a wall there. All right.
Thank God, not you.
That's right. So he is going to dismiss that wall that he can't remake, so that's fine. And he will cast that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Ooh, can I spellcraft it since he's casting it right now?
Yeah.
Bam.
Nice. That spell he is casting is going to be Cone of Cold.
Oh, guys, get ready. It's gonna be chilly. It's casting Cone of
But
Cold.
I don't think it'll actually hit everybody because a couple people are out of the room, and I think Plea is out of LOS of a cone because there's a corner there. So it's just Xenesis and Havelock, I think.
Right.
Oh, we should get more
Fortitude.
snuggly.
He should use that on himself.
Way long ago, yeah.
You do need
Yeah,
to
with the-
make.
with the-
You
with
guys
the-
do need to make reflex saves for half damages.
My reflex is shit.
Ha!
Ugh, not bad.
Holy poopy.
So you both make your saves. You only take 25 damage.
Oh, lovely. Oh, hey, my thing pops
Oh,
out.
the channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to do some math.
You're right. Go ahead and do
Yeah.
channel energy if you so choose, and then you'll get
Watch, he heals
your
for
full
exactly
turn.
25.
Got a quick question on channel, so I don't get that star plate that's only on spells. That's right? That's all I have to do.
Correct. Your if you're talking about your like enhanced healing, it is only on cure spells.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Do we decide if that passes through barriers?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll go
Alright.
back up 71.
From Rasma.
Now you get a
blesses
full
you
turn
all.
because your ready to action was from your previous turn. So what are you doing now?
Ooh. Okay, hey, now I can try to do the spear of thing.
You sure can.
Spear of pure.
Oh, it seems like the wall went down. Whoa, that was a mighty draft.
There's still there's still fog. Actually,
Wait, Plea hears Elix's comment though.
But didn't you say I saw him touch his ring, so I know what corner he's in at
you
least?
do know where he's standing. Yes, you can attempt to
Okay.
attack that square. That is true.
Alright. Let's see, what is it? I have to do a mail. No,
You suspect that his blade barrier might affect your ability to hit him, but you can still try.
It's range, right? Yeah, not melee.
You could also maybe dispel it.
I already did dispel. I'd have to burn another
Oh,
spell slot.
fair enough. Aren't you burning a spell slot right now with this spell?
Well, I have a total of. No, let's see. Oh yeah.
Well, the counter spell is a different level than the spell, so.
Oh, fair enough. I thought dispel magic. Oh, it is 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a hardy one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
so range touch. His touch AC is gonna be.
Probably missed it.
Yeah, you hear your spear get smacked by one of the blade barrier force dealy hops
Clink,
and
clink.
get thrown harmlessly to the ground. Ilix.
I'm still charmed, so I pass.
Well, no. Oh yeah, because I didn't do damage
Yep.
on you.
Okay, plea.
Plea, realizing that Ilix hasn't done anything and noticing how out of character that would be for her, steps around Havelock through the door
Yep,
and gives
that's fine.
Ilix a slap on the face. Or no, it's not a slap on the face. Sorry, a slap on the arm. So
Okay.
non-lethal damage.
I
Rosy
thought you
up
were
her
going to go
cheek.
for the booty.
Oh,
No.
hello, Plea. Everything going? Ah!
Non-lethal.
course
Max
he
damage,
max rolls.
non-lethal. Jesus.
Maximum damage. Yeah.
Ah.
You could have a nice bruise
It's
after that.
counted separately. It doesn't count against your health. Like,
That's so
What
funny
the hell
though.
is wrong with you?
It'll give you a nice
but
color.
now you're awake and
Havelock.
realize.
I cast silence on that corner of the room.
Okay. It's just like on a
Um,
plank of
and-
wood or something.
yeah, and so it'll be. Oh fuck.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, but it's only a DC 14 will save to negate,
I
and he's
think
gonna annihilate that.
no. That's if you cast it on somebody.
If you cast it on him,
He can't do anything about it if you cast it on
Oh.
something near him. He doesn't get a save.
Oh, okay. It says an unwilling creature can attempt a will save to negate the spell and use spell
Only if you're
resistance.
casting it on him.
Gotcha. Oh, the spell can be centered on a creature and the effect then radiates. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm not
Yep.
doing that.
Yeah.
Havelock's gonna step behind Ilix here out of the doorway and say, well, it's a good thing that blade thing lasts so long, because as soon as his head pops, if that slug tries to get out of that ring of blades, it's gonna get fucking diced up.
Well, that is some good news.
That lasts for 9 rounds. Silent.
Hmm.
And it ends about at the doorway there.
It's gonna
But-
be weird shooting him without sound.
It doesn't mean that he can't cast spells. It just means that any that have somatic components. But if he's using those,
Verbal, actually. But yeah.
yes, verbal components. Yeah, I mean that's
Yep.
all I can think to do.
I think that's smart, because now he's basically disabled. I'll have to dig through his list and see if anything is castable. But probably not.
yeah.
Leopold.
No, finding out now that this ass clown is finally just sitting out here, I'm gonna turn the corner with the fucking musket, because I assume he's still in the mist. It's still a fucking hot box
Yeah,
in there.
there's
It
still a
should
mist
still be
cloud.
a lot of mist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of boxes in there. So I'm gonna spend a grit. And I'm going to attempt to just fucking dead with the musket.
Okay.
Oh. Does the crit confirm? I don't know if the first one I know what
So his
first shot is 19.
his touch AC, and
okay.
then
Yep.
plus the blades would be that. So you would meet his 8.
Plus that's 20%.
Yeah, you would meet his 50% because he's more than 5 feet away.
Oh right.
No, because this is a seeking gun. So
Oh yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Now
That's
this
why I
is
brought
what
it
it's
up.
for.
Yeah.
Not standing outside of the house, ricocheting fucking off 5 walls. And
So
then
do
hitting
you
him.
just completely ignore concealment then?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you do manage to land a shot on him, and I think that
Woo!
19 would confirm since 18 hits.
Yeah. Damn.
Nice.
So that's
nice.
quite a bit.
Chunk.
Good job, Leopold.
Well, I mean, that's usually about 1 hit, but that gets me my grit back at least. Yay. Should have up
plus
close and
76
deadly.
damage is really nice.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, actually, what did I roll?
So how
with
much
that?
damage
Oh no, I'm
is
good.
this total?
That's 40. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's 40. 26
Yeah.
plus 5 plus
Yikers. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not doing good.
Good job,
Really?
Leopold.
surprising. I thought this dude was going to be beefy.
Well,
he's a caster, dude.
he's a-
He's,
he's
class
He's a
A.
cleric caster.
he's a
because-
squishy.
Clerics actually have a D10. They can have a lot of
I
help.
have a D8.
Do they?
Yeah,
I must be
D8.
thinking of 5. I'm thinking of 5e. They have 10.
Yeah, he's got a
D10.
D8.
No, they don't in 5e either.
LOL.
Not normally.
I think he is going to try to attack you with that spell. He is going to cast a spell on you, Leopold. I need you to make a fort save for me.
It's not bad. Could be
Not
better,
great.
but not bad. I mean, it's exactly 50. Like a
Mm.
50%. It was already 10 on the dot. I have decided I'm going to die.
Oh. Not the attitude. Yeah.
At least someone didn't summon a wall of blades in your body.
I mean, Pharasma
Well,
would
if it-
sympathize.
if he has the ability to cast Wall of Blades, my cleric can do some crazy shit.
He's level
and
12.
he can.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Oh,
beefy
boy.
boy.
Oh boy, yeah, no, he's got some access to some pretty dangerous shit, and I
Yeah.
might actually die here.
So lucky for you, I was wrong, and you need to roll a will save. So I'll let you decide. Do you want to keep your roll or do a different one?
Do a different one.
Well,
Roll
Yeah.
the 10.
It's a tough one.
It's not
I
terrible.
mean, it's a 50-50. I know I'm gonna fuck it up. All right, well, kill me, Darp.
He's not going to instant
me.
kill.
I don't think he has any like instant
Uh,
death stuff.
He's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
shoot
well,
his
I mean,
party.
So keep
He
in
could.
mind, he is an
He could.
NPC. He is not a cleric. There is a difference.
He does have.
Well,
Well,
he
he does
might-
have player
He's
levels.
going
though.
off the cleric
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah.
if he's going off cleric levels, he has access to some pretty dangerous shit at this point. Because if he's
So
got 6s, he means he has access to like slay living.
But
Oh,
it's not like Darp can just like look at the cleric spell list and pick a bunch of dangerous spells. He's
It
got a
is-
specific set that he
it
can
is
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
probably, there's probably
a bit scurry.
Yeah. I figure.
So, he has cast.
Do we have to roll it to figure out what he cast?
If you would like to, you may.
Isn't that the proper way to do it? Just curious.
How much health do you have, Leopold?
I have 77 currently, 78 max.
I don't know shit.
I believe you are going to be affected by blindness, deafness.
Well, that's pretty bad. Hey, guess
Um,
what? Concealment, baby.
So you're going to be blind.
That's nice.
And death.
I have a seeking weapon, and it blindness is concealment. I can still shoot his fucking ass.
That's true.
And I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
You think that'll stop the best gun on the planet?
So, so one thing that was interesting there is I realized as I was reading through this level 6 spell that he's out of level 6 spells. Otherwise, the spell I was looking at was called Harm, which deals 10 points of damage per
Yep.
caster level.
Yep.
Which is
That
why I
would've
was
been
like,
It would
Leopold's
have been
gonna
120
fucking die.
damage. Yes. No, my cleric has literally insta-killed mini bosses with
You
that.
can. That's
Yes.
crazy.
It's
So-
disgusting.
This spell doesn't have a verbal component?
Oh, also that. Blindness, deafness does not.
But
Yeah,
the
but I
other
think-
one did.
I think Harm might.
Harm does. So
Yeah.
that would have also stopped me from doing it. So that is
Nice job,
another
Kat.
good.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Blindness
blindness,
is only
deafness
verbal.
is verbal only. Yep.
It's
So he
just
can't.
verbal.
He can't fucking cast anything.
Oh,
Good job,
Yay.
Havelock.
Good job,
Good, good.
huzzah!
I
He
am.
says it like, very upset.
Ah,
He's
shit.
just sitting in there staring at us, and you're like,
Can
the
you see
blade?
me?
It's
Can you
like,
see me?
hmm.
Can you
Yeah.
still see me?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Um,
Is this thing
I
on?
guess in that case, since he can't cast anything, he's going to channel energy on all of you instead, because that
Which
is
is
Do it,
another. That
bitch.
is a fortitude save.
that is literally the only thing he can do.
Wait, I thought channel was will.
Channel negative energy is.
Is
yeah.
will.
Oh yeah, it is will.
I guess it
Would
doesn't matter.
Will-
evade? Does
Will
evade
buy it?
help with that?
I get healed
No,
from
it's,
I don't
it.
think so.
Well, it is
Okay,
a burst. I don't know.
Evasion only affects reflex saves.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Wow, this is the cavalcade of suck right now.
The DC is 15, so you actually succeed. So does Havelock.
Don't I get
Damn.
healed from this?
Oh
No.
yeah,
No.
Xenesis does. She
No.
gets
Xenesis
healed
does.
from
Oh, you
negative
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he wouldn't know that.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
so
just
funny.
glowing.
That's
Xenesis grows
amazing.
in power.
This fucking fight is the goofiest shit.
Yeah.
I swear. All right.
That's a successful. Any successful reflex evasion works for.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this is Will.
Pharasma is shining
So-
on me right now.
So Plea and Ilix, you'll both take the full 18.
Would that technically
Yeah.
would that technically work going through the blade barrier? Because that's an AoE
Yeah.
and it's a reflex. Neat. So you could get in there and stab him. Not like you would, but I'm just saying
No,
you could.
I'm not allowed to occupy the same space as him. So according to Dark Rules, I cannot go in there and stab him.
I mean, you can.
What?
You'll take blade
Yeah,
damage.
you'll just take damage. We'll
But
grab
do you
him and
want
pull
to
him
take
out.
46
It's
damage?
12.
Probably
I
not.
thought it was 12d6 damage in the blade
It
barrier.
It is.
It's a lot.
A lot.
I'm not gonna do that. No.
Not worth it.
If
dude.
you
It's
pass,
not-
come
so if
on.
you pass through, it's reflex for half. If it gets cast on top of you, it's reflex for full.
Mm.
Although I
I
guess,
don't even want to take half of that. It's 66 damage.
I guess
It's
if you have evasion though, right? Can't you?
I have improved evasion.
Can't
so
you
it would
avoid
be...
it entirely if you succeed on your reflex save?
If you succeed.
That's
Yeah.
I guess I would. Yeah,
You'd
I'd
just
take
be-
half from
you'd
a
just be
failed
doing,
save.
like-
But it's 66 for a failed save and 0 for I could stand in it.
He
I
just
guess.
runs in
But do I
there.
have to do
it's
that
like,
every turn? Like that's dumb.
Yeah.
They call me Cuban Pete time to kick.
If I can't be inside of it, then it's just dumb. I'm not gonna go. Like
Okay.
I don't blame you. I think that's a smart choice.
Especially because I can just, keep shooting him.
Ilix, what is it that you would like to do?
Ilix wants to not be around this guy, because fuck this guy.
Fair enough.
What's it look like in there? Am I gonna
Maybe.
get murdered? as
Mist
soon as
and
I walk in?
whirling blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
fuck
actually
that.
pretty neat.
Fuck
Shoot
all that.
him.
In
Shoot him.
complete silence.
I'm
You're-
gonna move over here, and all I can see is probably like some of the blades churning the fog, and that's like I can't get a line on this guy.
All right. Plea.
please steps out of the way so that Ilix can
Silence
maybe
was
get a line on
such a
this
good
guy.
idea. Jesus, that was really good.
He tried to cast it earlier. He just failed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
And
was
he'll
just
never
an oversight on
forget
his
to cast
part.
defensively
Yep,
again.
he'll never forget it again. I know.
He'll never forget it for the rest of his life.
Well, I'll never forget it, and I'll remind him every single fucking time.
So Plea, what are you doing? You're moving out of the way,
I
and then
moved out of the way so Ilix could maybe step in and shoot.
okay, Havelock.
I'm gonna hold my action. I don't.
'Kay.
Man, I don't think I have anything to do here.
Leopold.
Actually, know what? I'm gonna put away Gabby's greatsword and pull out my heavy crossbow.
Okay,
We're just gonna be shooting into it.
I think
Because
that's a good
he's
idea.
Well, the thing is, oh no, it's surrounding him. I was about to say, like, isn't he subject to it too? But then I remembered it's completely.
He will
around
be
him.
if he tries to
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah, he trapped himself.
They can't leave
Oh, this is unfortunate for
unless he
him.
dismisses the spell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a full round attack with the musket, fire, and then reload with the bandolier, and then fire.
Fucking
Uh,
seething. So
yeah,
funny.
there's a
Do
reason
the
I
kill
yeah,
shot.
there's a reason I
You're
bought that.
amazing.
That'll be
It
2
ain't much,
hits.
but
I mean,
so
it's
that's-
yeah.
that'll be 13 and 10, so it'll be 23.
Jesus. Okay.
I really like how we've just totally taken turns. But, the melee guys went in and then we're like, all right, fuck this. You guys are up. Tag team.
Yeah.
All right, ranged guys, your turn.
Second, put in the B string.
Yeah. Well.
Aw.
no.
Lols. Okay. He's gonna see if
Special
he can
teams,
figure out
special
why he
teams.
can't cast spells. I think he does.
Wouldn't it take several rounds to identify the magical object that has the spellcast on it?
I mean, he might have been able to identify me doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
That's
since,
actually what I was rolling
You
for.
were right there.
What
I
Havelock
mean-
does when he casts his spells, he just fucking shouts the name of the spell. It's not the greatest, most tactical decision.
Oh, he
Silence!
goes the anime route.
That's so funny.
I
He,
love
does- he
that.
actually he says silence spell, and then he says on that rock, And then he
Silence
gives his social
spell on that
security
rock,
number
DC
afterward for
15.
some reason. I don't know why.
I live at 321 Harrowstone Way.
Harrowstone, nice. Okay, so yeah, he knows what spell you cast. I don't know that he knows exactly where it is, but he saw where you kind of pointed.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I guess he didn't, cause no, he did.
Curing
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, but he's got something going on. Yeah.
Sight.
Yeah.
Sight.
I just nearly forgot that. That's the only thing that I did right this fight.
Aw.
No, it's fine. Mistakes happen. We'll move on. It was more interesting the way it happened. It's fine.
Well, because otherwise, Plea would have ran in and just body slammed him into the ground and cut his.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
His CMD is pretty high, and Plea had 2 opportunities to grab him that he failed. So I'm not so sure it would have been that cut and
In
dry.
fairness, I rolled a 3 and a 4 on those 2
Yeah.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had
If I
like
rolled above a
some-
10, I probably would have been okay.
Dice.
I think
It
Lee
would-
just
yeah.
like wasn't anticipating getting teleported, so he was just like fumbled twice. Like,
yeah.
I like that
parries.
interpretation, yeah. So I think, man, he is kind of in a rock and a hard place here, because if he dismisses the field, you're all just gonna fucking bum rush him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if
we
he
can,
doesn't,
we can cure you.
if he doesn't, then he can't fucking
can't
cast
hear
any
that.
spells. So he's just gonna channel energy again, I guess.
He's just no. Hang on. I know this exact image.
Of course
What
you
other
do,
options does he
Travis.
have?
No, hang on. It's
How much did we take from the last one, by the
It
way?
was 18 last
18.
time as well.
I think
this
you
is
saved for half, though.
I
this
saved
is-
for half.
this is what he's doing in the corner because to cast channel energy you have to present your holy symbol. This is what he's doing in the corner.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Accurate.
I just thought of that and fucking died
That's
because
pretty
he's
funny.
got to be panicked.
Another face.
Please
Wait,
not looking too hot. He's
What was that?
pretty hurt.
What was that DC again?
15.
15.
Mhm.
Okay, so I half.
Oh,
It was 18 again. So
Mhm.
yeah,
oh, I'm good.
9.
Wait, can I get plus health or no?
Oh, you can't
I
get
know.
extra
Over
health.
I
healing.
know.
So, mega
Um,
heal.
I think he actually will.
a living god.
So he'll channel, and then I think he's gonna dismiss his spell as a free action.
Mhm.
And I think he's gonna try to beeline it for the south door.
There's a door in there?
There is.
Just grab him.
Um,
Well, it's a movement action to open a door, so that's a real
You can't open
unfortunate
it.
circumstance for him.
Wouldn't that prove? Oh no, I
if
guess.
it would
please in
provoke
the other
for
room.
you, Xenesis.
Yeah, I don't have snapshot.
So you can try to swing at him if you would like.
Okay. Like swing as in throw my
No,
dagger at him, or
No, you have to do a melee attack for AOs.
So,
okay.
fucking dagger. Throwing the dagger.
Yeah, the one time she
Don't-
did that,
don't
just
throw-
insta kill.
don't throw daggers.
Stab him.
Okay. Well,
Stab.
I'll try to stab him. Here's my
That's a whiff.
Well,
yeah.
Xenesis,
He's
it's
getting
your turn.
away. Okay. Since he's getting away, I yell to the team. He's trying to leave the door. Let's stop him. I'm presuming I should heal my team. That's probably the best thing I can do.
I
I'm not-
think I'm the
I
only
would take
one.
a heal, please. Thank you.
Plea and Ilix and Leopold are all probably hurting pretty
Anyone-
bad at the
All
moment.
right.
I'm
Doing
at 59,
you
but
know
selective
Dex?
channeling.
anyone outside
No.
of the room,
Jeez.
anyone outside of the room shouldn't have taken that channel energy. It can't go through walls.
Oh,
We just determined it could
You
earlier.
could, so.
We
No,
decided
it can
could.
go through. It can go through wall of force because that's what Darp said.
but it can't go.
But it can't go through solid walls.
Okay, but I
Does
allowed
that-
Xenesis to heal earlier through walls.
Was it
Yeah,
just
but
the
that
wall
helped
force?
us.
That's-
Wait, when did she heal through the wall?
Did it earlier.
Oh, okay, because the people were out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wait,
that was
wouldn't
when I
that
was
fall
chilling.
with like
So
the negative?
the way I'm
energy, too?
interpreting it is that, like, since there's an open door, the effect kind of bleeds out into the
Oh.
open area.
In
That's-
theory, it's like it's a burst.
Yeah.
So
Tango
like
shot.
imagine you like lit a lantern. Whatever the light hit would would be.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm interpreting it. If there was like a solid wall between you two, then fuck no.
Well, Flea
Like-
and I have a solid wall, but
Well, no, there's like the
No, I
opening,
mean,
so, like, light still bleeds
there's
into the
the
hallway
door,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if there was just solid wall, no like going anywhere. Like
That's
it
how
would-
I rule it because it makes more sense to me than
Yeah,
trying to figure
that makes
out
sense.
line of sight for that shit. Ugh, gross.
I'm going to take a shot at this guy, and I'm going to entangle if I hit.
Ooh. All right.
I hit the button, waiting for it to happen. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here.
5.
Any day now.
3.
Get a
There
trade.
it is. There it is.
So yeah,
That was 4.
6 damage, and actually 5 damage. And he's sorry. Wow, I can't do math. 7 damage, and he's entangled. Just that first attack.
Okay.
If that hit.
Who all can see him right now?
This guy.
Me.
You three. Okay. I need you all to make will saves.
Cool. This is I am strong. Fuck, I always
I don't
roll
like it.
so shitty.
Okay. I'm gonna roll that. We're gonna get into some fun things now.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to it.
What's
Illix.
gonna happen, boys?
You're gonna lose 8 points of sanity.
Oh!
Holy shit.
As you witness his head explode.
Oh god.
And out of where his head was is a writhing mess of tentacles.
So Illix just like,
Oh god, it's phase 2!
and yeah, Illix will like stumble back against the desk as like bits of brain or and skull rain down on her,
Yeah, it's pretty grosso.
and she just like immediately starts like crying.
And there is art for this somewhere.
Oh god.
I'll see if I can find it.
I don't know if I want to see it.
This is some getting into Resident Evil shit.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
No, some Bloodborne shit. That's literally something that happens in Bloodborne, if I recall. There's like certain enemies that when they reach a certain health pool, their heads just fucking
Is
turn
this
into
fucking
a
Bloodborne spoiler day? How come you guys waited till like right after I got my PS4 to be like, let's just spoil all of this game you've been waiting for so long?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. First off, you knew it was Lovecraftian. There was gonna be some heads exploding. Second, I didn't say exactly who it was.
So
I'm
this
just saying
is
there is one.
here's
It's
basically
just-
what it looks like in Discord.
She's super
Oh,
pretty
boy.
though.
Not the one exploding.
No, the woman with the long silvery white hair. She's pretty. It distracts from the gruesomeness.
I don't see any. Oh, it's in Discord.
It's in
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, I put it in Discord.
If you just look at the lighting, how it hits her like breast area, it's all okay. There's no blood
Mm.
spatter or anything.
Why her
Titties.
breast?
I am more aroused because there are tentacles coming out of his head.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
Enough anime to know where this is going.
This is
I don't know how
okay.
to awaken
So
anything.
since I lost a buttload of sanity, do I take any effects? Like am I
Not yet.
staggered or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Out of curiosity, are we allowed to know the sanity mechanics, like how one recovers points of sanity?
I'm not sure that you can.
And so is it like
Oh,
okay, cool.
Warhammer where you can't?
I
Like,
believe that there is some recourse once you like become insane in some fashion. I think then you can adjust things, but I don't think
Gotta
you
hit
get
rock
insanity
bottom
points
first.
back.
There are ways to deal with insanity later on. I know.
Living on the
Spells,
cusp.
but, does the fact that he's obscured by mist help in any fashion? Because you probably wouldn't be able to get a very clear sight of this gas.
He moved
aura.
out. He moved out of the mist because the mist was trapped in here. Unless it.
Well, the
spread
wall of force disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Unless it-
You know what? I'll say that you can take 4 off of that. Take half. Because you don't get a full view, but it's fucking. You get a lot of skull bits.
Fucking spattered
So-
gore hits your face.
Instead of like crying, Illick just like stops and is like, she's
I have like
Yeah.
the perfect gift that I
Oh.
want to send you guys, but it's from a show that I have been like recommending, and it's like a really, really cool.
I think
moment.
I know. Are you talking about
What?
The Boys?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
the,
Do
the
it.
I've seen
moment.
that shot.
It
I think-
sold
I
me on
think I've seen
that
that.
shot. Sold me on the rest of the season, like the whole show.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I can't spoil it.
So I see that happen. I think the slug is loose. So I'm gonna be like, play the ice, throw the ice.
No, it's not that.
It's something much worse.
Looks like we're up again, buddy. Say, and I pat Plea on the shoulder.
Please
Trying
just
to make
like,
sure that I fully understand how this works before we move on, but you can go ahead and discuss amongst yourselves for a little bit.
yeah, Plea looks back at Havelock and makes the face of like, do I wanna?
Havelock shrugs and goes, I think we have to. Pulls out Gabby's greatsword.
Okay, so yeah, his head ballooned up.
Question for you, Darp. Is there any way to like brace yourself against insanity before you like? So like, if you know of something is gonna be gruesome, you be like, okay, I'm ready for this. Sort of
Don't look at it.
Will save.
thing. Okay.
Ooh, I like this token
I was
change.
sort of asking for things that might give a circumstance bonus on said will save, but okay.
I guess you could do something like smoked goggles, because it was
Okay.
sort of I mean, it was almost like a gaze effect, kind of. You
Is
had
this
to be
like
able
an
to see
ongoing
him.
Thing? I guess we don't know, but
We don't know until we go in. That's the thing.
No, I think
it seems like the sort of thing that would happen watching it happen. not-
yeah. What it says
Okay.
is anyone witnessing his transformation.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, armed with that bit of meta knowledge, Ilix, I guess it's your turn still.
I did my thing.
Oh, you did.
I shot him
Yep.
and
Yeah.
entangled him.
It will be Plea's turn, actually.
I come inside. I'm still in my movement. I just like need to position to where I can see. So he's dead.
Oh
or
no.
has no head.
He
What
has
what
no
do I
head.
see now?
It
Him's
is so
just
much worse.
Him's not dead. His body has, instead of fleeing out of the room, his body is now standing facing you, and it has a series of red writhing tentacles sticking out of where his head used to be.
So a headshot's out of the question then.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay. I think armed with this knowledge, I grab and try to reposition Nilix. I don't think I go anywhere close to that.
I'm close to that. I don't like.
That makes sense. Ilix is like petrified by this,
yeah,
more or less.
I would try. I would try to reposition Nilix with my standard action. Which I think is a CMB check. One sec.
This
My
guy
CMD is
fucking
27.
sucks.
Wait, I have to click on these links from Havelock.
Oh, that was to let you know. All right, Havelock is going to drop the crossbow and draw Gabby's greatsword as he runs back in.
Did you guys heal the 13 that Zen?
No.
No, I
Should.
You should.
I
Nice
noticed
job,
your health was
Leopold.
pretty low.
Yeah.
Reposition. How does this work?
Don't worry, I play cleric too, Zoo. It frustrates me
Um,
when people forget. It's like I did all that work. You better do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna step up and take a swing at the mofo.
So where are you?
Can I
Sorry.
can I
Yeah.
identify
You could
this
do
creature?
dungeoneering. I'll give you a little extra bonus since you identified the previous one.
What's your CMD? It looks
27.
cool. I move you to the back of the room.
Here?
Yep.
Oh, so he wasn't.
Sails you over the
He
table.
wasn't willing. Okay.
Greatest roll.
Yeah, that won't be high enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You suspect that this is the next stage of the slug spawn.
Yep.
Yep.
This isn't even my final.
Havelock runs in and sees this thing and takes a moment, just like, oh my god, like this is what was gonna happen to me.
Mhm.
Fuck that! Okay. I roll real shit for attack rolls.
I think we're all rolling really
Important
shit
question.
this year.
Since it doesn't have eyes, does it count as blind?
I doubt that.
I use my swift action to turn on my justice for I'm gonna do purity and the shield one.
You also have ferocious loyalty right now too, right? Because it's also threatening. Because I'm right there.
Oh, sure. Purity
Swan.
and
Okay, so what's the attack roll?
19.
Okay, so that will miss.
Definitely need to turn on the Bloodborne soundtrack for this right now.
Yeah, right. Lots of bells and Gregorian chants.
I might have
I'm
something
thinking
to
cleric.
say this.
Need a little
At the end of
cleric
tonight,
beast.
Ryan, you'll just not have to play Bloodborne anymore. You'll know everything.
I basically know the whole thing.
Oh my
Just-
god, you're actually playing it. That's
Mm,
also really loud.
it is very
Not
loud.
to me.
I actually can't
No,
hear
it's-
it.
Oh, I had it
Very,
muted.
very
I have
low.
my
to
music
me.
on microphone.
Kevin McLeod, the man that made like 90% of the stuff in Incompetech. Or is it
Yeah,
Battle Bard?
it's like all of it.
By the way, I bought a thing on Bandcamp recently, which is a bunch of ambient like fantasy overture. Do you want a copy of that for anything, Darp? Because you can upload it to Roll20.
I'll think about it. Let's deal with the issues at hand. Leopold, go ahead.
He has the internet.
All right, I'm gonna take a 5. I'm gonna spend a grip, and I'm gonna swift reload with the bandolier, and I'm gonna shoot this fucking thing in the legs, cause it still has legs, and I'm not letting that thing get any fucking closer to me.
I think because it still has legs is plenty of justification.
Shoot it in the leg.
This is
For
way
forever,
slower of a song than I thought it was.
It's high energy combat music. I'm just gonna
So
turn
that
the
would be
Doom
a
soundtrack
27.
back on.
That'd be a 27 to hit and 8 damage, or 9 damage. Sorry, because 30.
26 will hit, even though there is soft cover.
Seeking.
That doesn't.
Seeking doesn't affect cover.
Yeah, you're thinking
Oh, it doesn't? I thought
concealment.
that. Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's full cover, right?
No, you're thinking concealment again.
Okay.
Things with total cover to you, you can't target. So.
Ricochet shot.
Fuck off.
Which you can
Your
use
laugh is so
Seeking on,
adorable.
so
All right, so 8 points of damage. Is that right?
9. Within
Okay.
30. But he is also prone currently.
Got him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't want that getting any closer. It's probably gonna bite Havelock, but
If you want some
he's
good
the one-
music, listen to that track.
Thank you, Google. God damn it. Fuck you, Google Chrome, and your removal of ad blockers.
Okay.
Oh, the cleric.
He is going to try and attack Havelock from the ground, I guess.
Sure he will.
Seems likely that he would use that attack. Will a 27 hit?
It will.
I'm trying to think if any penalty for being prone and a melee attack.
-2, I think.
Okay, so it'd be 25, which I think would still hit anyway.
Yeah. Well, even if it was a -4, which I thought it is, it would still hit.
Okay, so no big
That would
deal
just
then.
barely hit, but
So he is going to lash out at you with one of his head
Oh.
tentacles.
It is actually a -4.
Which
but,
will
yeah.
deal 10 points of damage to you, and he'll get an
Mhm.
opportunity to grab you.
try.
Ooh, that's not very good though. 13. Wait, hold on. Is grab from his tentacle bonus or his CMB?
Grab would be CMB.
I hate.
It's a free grab.
So it'd be 18?
Still gonna fail.
Okay.
23.
So he does not grab you.
Right.
Cynicis.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do another. Well, everyone seems. I was gonna say I do another channel energy selectively.
I think I'm the only one that needs healing right now, and maybe plead a little bit.
All right, well then I'm just gonna hold my action until there's another big set of damage.
You have a crossbow.
I'll have a light crossbow.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
also you in the way too. He's also prone, which is AC versus.
Kinda.
You also have prayer. Lots of buff spells that might be worth it.
Protection
Just
from
kinda-
evil might be really good for Havelock.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, prayer is, I already have it. Like, my spell slots are pretty empty because we have not rested at all. So I only have, like,
Yeah.
very
You don't always
few
have to
spells.
do something either.
Yeah. I know I haven't been doing much in some of the turns either.
This whole combat has
Been a
Yeah,
weird
it's
one.
Sometimes
been
sometimes
super
it'd be like
weird.
that.
Everybody on our party has spent some time hanging out on the stairs.
Mhm.
Combat.
All right,
Like,
well,
it's just been weird.
I guess I'll get my light crossbow out and I can shoot right away, right?
Move action
It's the
to
light.
draw it. Unless it's in your bag, I guess.
That's fair. I wouldn't have it already on me yet. I'll pull it out of my
Why not?
bag. Why? Because I usually.
You never know when you might need a ranged weapon.
It's a light crossbow.
I think it makes sense to
Yeah.
have it on your person.
Yeah, I think it would make sense that you would like have it on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does that count? Oh, I thought.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like a huge siege crossbow or anything.
Yeah.
It's
not
only like
like
a
a
3-pound object.
It's not like Reinhold's massive man-sized like
Mhm.
mini ballista. It's a
To me, it makes a lot more sense that you'd have your weapons out and like available to you rather than buried in your bag.
Right.
especially
Well,
since you're walking into a
Yeah.
I guess it makes more sense to like when you pull out. Like, wouldn't my quarterstaff be on my back
Yep.
area?
Mhm.
So it's just all strapped
And
there.
your bow.
And
Yep.
my bow. Well, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, then I can roll a ranged, right?
Yep.
Because it's light. I don't have to load it or whatnot. It's already loaded.
And I think that I will say
it's a
that the
wolf
fog
anyways.
is dissipated at this point.
That's okay. I can't roll
Because
for
I guess the
shit
question is
anyway.
like its caster is like
The caster is dead.
dead effectively.
Yeah.
Like
Ilix.
Ilix is just gonna fling some fucking arrows at this thing.
Good
Just
choice.
like grab a handful of arrows and just throw them across the room.
all at once.
Fuck all this!
She's not even shooting. She's literally just throwing arrows.
Fuck all y'all bitches! But she is going to throw some deadly aim at this
Okay.
and do fuck all because he's prone
And has soft cover.
and has soft cover, and yeah, I accomplished nothing because I rolled a 2 and a 6.
But you feel better about it.
Yes, I contributed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also entangled still.
Yeah, he is.
Got that going, I think.
Yeah, please. Gonna stand right here for now.
Okay.
You could always delay your turn. Till after my turn, for instance.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I'll delay my turn until after Havelock.
I think you could probably stand here and still reach him.
I don't want to be next to the monster that.
Oh, come
okay.
on, though.
Well, in that case, never mind.
Have luck.
Look how cut he is.
All right, I'm gonna use instant judgment to change my purity to justice, and
Might
I will
need
use my
ass.
swift action to activate Bane for whatever creature type the slug was that I had identified,
Aberration.
which I think was
Aberration.
aberration.
Yep.
In the theory that, so even though I don't know what this particular thing is, pretty sure
If it's
the
a
slug
product
thing.
of
makes
it, it
sense.
probably is another one.
Yeah, that
Pretty
makes sense
sure
to
it's
me.
the same type.
Yep.
So that's Bane, and I'll make a full attack.
It's actually a Fey now.
That slippery sumbitch.
Well, you get a +4 to the attack because he's prone. So that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that'd be a 33 and a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Then I also get, I think that's 46.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
Bane.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
23 should hit as well, I think.
I mean,
Well, that'd be a 27.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would be 47, 57 damage. If the
Damn.
Bane is correct.
So, okay, so did you say 57?
57 damage.
I believe that makes it go squish. Yeah, it goes squish, and then some fun things happen.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Oh, y'all
Phase
have
3,
to
boys!
roll reflexes.
I accidentally somehow I destroyed all my HP. I don't know how I did it. I think I was at
you were
61?
Yeah, you probably put in the thing without
Oh
putting
no,
in
that
the-
might have been me. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong. That's why. He's not squish.
Mm.
Okay.
False
Then
alarm.
I'm gonna 5 foot here.
Dang it.
That was why I was telling Plea to delay or delay his turn. I thought I would hit it and then back up.
Leopold.
I didn't want to be next to it
I-
because I think it might lay eggs. Like, I don't want to be close
I'm
to
waiting
that.
for it
Right.
to explode a second time and just fucking.
Havelock
do
is gonna
shrapnel.
look at Xenesis and say, "Get those ice alchemist things ready. We're gonna have to."
He has them in his hand. That's what he did on his turn. He just grabbed them and is like holding them all.
Yeah.
Good job, please.
Just flurry of fucking ice
Leopold.
elixirs.
Shoot.
Leopold, shoot.
her.
Shoot.
I
Yep,
suppose.
shoot time.
Shoot it, Leopold.
Leopold.
Leopold. 23
I
will
think-
hit, 14 will miss.
I can only fire the one time because I haven't fully reloaded.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
he's got his bonus.
it's
Let's
a +4 AC if he's on the ground.
Flat-footed would make it not flat-footed, touch.
Touch.
Um,
So it's a +4 on
+4.
whatever. his normal
Yeah,
touch is.
so you'll hit.
And then after that, I'm actually going to drop the musket, and I'm gonna get ready to pull out the pistol, but I'm gonna take a 5 foot because I think this thing's gonna fucking just shrapnel gore the whole room and make us fucking insane again. I'll
Wow.
block out Elix's
How are
eye.
you gonna hit with the pistol?
What do you mean?
You're blind.
I'm not blind.
He's not blind.
couldn't
No,
cast
he's
Yeah, he
not
can
blind.
cast it.
Oh, he couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Yep.
Mm,
Yeah, don't feel bad. I think we've all made at least one mistake
I'm
this
like,
fight.
What? How are you doing that? I thought you were blind.
So it
Fine.
is going to hobble towards you all
oh, God.
Crawl?
because it wants to love you.
Well, I guess I can
Ah!
attack once and fuck. Keep it back.
Wow, it moves fast. Okay. He is going to try to tentacle somebody who is in range.
Do I get a
sounds
sense
not
motive
appropriate.
from? Can I tell what this thing seems to be trying to do?
I
Am I
would
picking
think
up
so.
It's gonna take you on the hottest of dates.
a 28 sense
The
motive? Is not bad.
hottest of dates.
It appears that its tendrils are seeking out people.
Wants to mate and procreate.
My tummy has the rumblies that only hands may
All right,
satisfy.
so here's what I'm thinking. I feel like this thing is getting ready to do an AoE detonation, and that's what it's trying to facilitate
that's-
with its movement.
Yeah,
I want to see
have
if
the feeling.
Havelock can get that same idea.
Is it making a higher and higher pitched screech? As it comes
It
towards
is going to try to grab Xenesis.
Ah, fuck. Bring out the
Um,
cross.
does a
Satan's gun to you.
16 get past your AC? I imagine not.
Oh, thank God it doesn't now.
Thank God. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Fucking for you, actually, thank God.
Lols.
Thank Farazma.
So he walks over to you, but doesn't. He lashes out at Xenesis because she
Oh,
looks
thank
tasty,
Farazma.
and does not succeed. So, your turn.
Okay, so I don't know if this is a really, really bad idea, but I have not used my spell yet, and I kind of want to try it out. I think he's living, right? Because the creature is living.
Xenesis, get ready to channel.
These are
Well,
fluid terms.
Aberrations technically aren't undead, so. And my guess is it's a puppet of some kind, like a meat puppet. And
If they're
I
not
think the
undead,
worms
they're
are
living.
controlling him. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
granted, I have to roll.
Hey, he had that spell.
Yeah.
A melee.
Yeah.
This is when it starts getting a little bit.
So
But my
another
melee isn't
thing
very
of
good.
note is that technically you guys both threatened this square that he walked through, so you should both get AOs against him.
So
yeah.
sense motive
Oh,
is
yeah.
not giving me anything, right? Am I understanding that?
I'm not
machinations of an
sure
old
how.
god.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to give to you what writhing tentacles are intending.
They're looking real shifty.
It's leaning towards people.
Seems
trying
like he wants to
grab
be
them.
our friends.
So it's just up to you to decide if I'm able to like glean any information with that,
Who
and
made
then
you
like
god?
deciding like if there's you can think of a way that like my character would be able to like pick that up.
I don't know. I
I don't know if you're using like the flavor as a defense for like avoiding the mechanic, or
You'd get a gut assessment of the situation, a social situation.
it's
So
got to be a social situation.
yeah, that's what hunch is for. So I don't
That's
know.
hunch.
That's true. That's all there is hunch, sense, enchantment, and discern secret message. Like
That's true.
Yeah, it's a stretch to even apply sense motive to this, to be honest.
Okay.
I just
mean,
not.
you also use it in combat, so it's not just a social.
that's
Well, you
that's
use
true.
sense motive to like deal with like feints and stuff. People
Yeah.
try to figure it out. But like
Yeah.
trying to
See-
understand the machinations of the mind of an old god, even its spawn, is probably not best for mortal minds to try to.
I'm just saying,
I think Tanner will back me up on that.
So like, here's how I would like. Here's why I rolled it. This thing's like getting close to death, and it's like choosing to do a tactically very unwise maneuver to maneuver itself like in the middle of our entire group. And I already know a good bit about like what these creatures try and do. They try to like inject their slugs into people to take them over. So it doesn't feel like a huge leap that like I might get a hunch that it's trying to do something like that to us on death, which is I'm 99% sure what's going to happen.
I bet there's a slug in that's ready to just enter someone incredibly fast.
Yeah. I mean, I know what's going to happen. I'm just saying.
So we can save that person.
If it's just one
If you had rolled better on your knowledge check for spawning canker, I would feel much better giving you better information. But I don't feel super comfortable giving you a sense motive check against a creature who has no like. He's not like telegraphing his intentions in any way that I could articulate to you without knowledge of how the creature works.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that that's what you're ruling.
Anywho, Xenesis, are you guys both got AOs is what I was saying.
She had a crossbow, so I don't think she.
Okay, so just Havelock gets an AOO.
Sure.
God, part of me wants to just run.
That would be a 23.
I rolled a 2
in that square, though.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hit it with a 2. I would have done nat 1 to miss.
Yeah, you don't hit that one, unfortunately. Okay. So Xenesis, are you casting your spell?
I have to touch the creature though.
You sure
Ugh.
do. And you'd have to cast defensively.
Yeah, that I can do. Casting defense.
It's also near death, and that's a super high level spell.
Well, I'm just thinking when's the other chance? I don't know because we have not rested in a long while. But okay. Sure. Since he's right there, I suppose I can just try to melee him with. Oh, I have the cross, don't I? Can I like step away and then shoot, or do I have to just have
Yeah, you
provoke?
absolutely can.
Okay, I want to step away because I feel very uncomfortable.
Don't we all?
Can I do like right there? Is that okay? And can I still shoot him from?
You can. Yeah, but he'll have cover. I would go to the top one. It's a better shot, but you'll still have cover.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll try to range. Hey, woof.
Yep. But you're not next to him anymore, so you got that going
Right.
for
Right.
you. Elix.
I get out of
Elix
there.
is like. So I'm attacking again. This time we're just gonna we just want to put some arrows in this guy.
And run for the hills.
So that top one is going to be a 25 with does 25 hit? I assume 25 hits.
Yeah, it will.
So that's going to be a 11 on damage. And the bottom one is going to be a 21 with a 14 on damage. And that first one also had mini shot damage, which throws in another 10 points of damage.
Nice.
So what's my total here?
So we've got 10 plus 14 for 24 plus 11 for 35.
Okay. He's full of holes, and there's tentacles that are starting to like writhe out of the holes in his body.
No, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it.
He just looks
Please.
like he's just a Swiss cheese of a human at this point.
Grab him and throw him back to the door. Wait, did he stand up?
Throw a rug over it.
He
Oh,
did.
okay.
He stood up and he moved to this space.
Huh. How much room do you need to bull rush? 10 feet? Is it possible to bull rush from this corner?
It's-
Yes. I think
don't
so.
think you need. I don't think you need to charge.
I don't think you have to charge bull
You
rush.
don't.
Bull rush is just.
You
Push
definitely
him.
don't. Yeah.
You can
Cool.
bull
Is it-
rush as
yeah.
part of a charge, I think, with overrun.
No, overrun's different.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. I'm gonna try to bull rush him.
Oh no, it is as part of a charge.
Okay, well I'm gonna move here and then try to bull rush him, so he'll get to do an attack of opportunity. Or I can do that carefully.
Well, wouldn't be a 5 foot.
It's not a 5 foot, but I can roll acrobatics. Does 22 beat
Oh.
his CMD?
That's a good question.
I'd be surprised.
No.
Cool. He gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. You can do bull rush as a standard action or as part of a charge.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I don't need to move and ignore that acrobatics. I'm bull rushing with that 29. He still
Okay.
gets an attack of opportunity on me.
You're right.
Even
Um,
with
I don't-
improved.
I
You
don't
don't
have
have
improved
improved.
bull rush.
You have improved.
The bull rush will not succeed. However, he does get to attack you.
Damn.
It's a good thought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still misses. He tries to slam you for 19 attack.
Nope.
Yeah. Have luck.
I hit it with my sword.
Oh,
Cut,
Nice.
cut.
and then run away. Oh no! And he's flanking. Oh
All
I
right.
don't think I'll crit, but I think it'll be enough to
no!
kill
I
it.
don't know. With the +4 from the flanking.
Oh, I still have Bane on.
Oh,
Yup.
and the oh dear.
Yep.
Well, I didn't mean to, but
Oh boy.
take 2
Spin
off
the
that.
wheel.
Okay, let's see. Well, they don't get to be sneaky or anything, so. As you might have suspected, once you have sliced apart the spawning canker, it appears that it has fully consumed this man's body from the inside out. So when Havelock delivers his final blow, 8 slug spawn come
Whoa!
spilling out of his body, and they immediately attack whoever they can reach.
Oh God.
So for this first moment, it will be Havelock and Leopold will both need to make reflex saves.
Good thing reflex is my best one. Oh, Havelock, no.
So Havelock, it's going to latch onto you and burrow into you
No.
again.
No!
Yeah.
How
I
could
was-
I
can
can't
I not-
believe this is happening.
It's like
Not
deja
again.
vu.
I'm
and
shooting every single one of these fucking things in the room. I'm going to spend my whole next round doing that.
I don't think that they get to move across the room fast enough. So
Okay, yeah, I'm
yes.
gonna start unloading on motherfucker. Is that one fully burrowed into
Yep.
Havelock, or is
Yep.
it burrowing on?
Yep. Nope. It's
Damn
in.
it. All right, I'm gonna step a little bit away.
Nope. No.
What?
the
Why?
fuck?
Why?
Don't stand there.
Why?
I have to save Havelock, you idiot.
Well,
Plea
now I'm
actually
dead
no. Plea actually says no.
Oh, that he. Oh
now.
no.
Oh shit!
Well, no, he
Oh,
can.
Don't
wow.
stand there.
No, he could just stand here. I mean, it wouldn't really matter. He could also just throw.
You
it.
guys heard Plea's voice for the first
Holy
time.
shit.
How does he sound?
No.
Sounds like that.
Don't
Yeah.
stand there.
Fuck.
I just wanted to get away from it. All right, and I'm gonna spend the entire round firing at every single one of these, including the gun butter. It's gonna be 5 shots.
Including the one in Havelock.
So it's gonna be 5 shots. I assume most of those hit because I don't think they have AC or whatever. But I'm unloading everything. I'm using all 5 rounds.
You managed to kill 3.
What of the other?
Yep. That's what I said.
Okay.
Skush, skush, skush. And I guess we'll have to figure out how to deal with the vow of silence that was just broken.
I don't have any key points.
Huh.
That right. That's the
How
only
long
effect.
does it take to atone for that?
Somebody has to cast atonement, and then I have to live a month again with no, like, saying no words. I
I
think.
don't have that many rounds of silence.
Okay.
Oh yeah, is the room still silent?
I think I dismissed that probably after the original guy's head exploded.
Do you get to dismiss it?
Actually, that's a good point. Because it might still be silent in here.
Oh shit, it is.
Ooh. Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you guys saw Plea's mouth move. He literally said something, and you don't know what it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
I think we saw like we could tell you were actually saying words, like the pulse of blood in your neck and
Yep. The vein in his
My mouth's
forehead.
open.
So one of these slugs
Okay,
is going to
cool.
skitter across the ground over to Xenesis. I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, fuck my life. Ah, shit. God damn
It's
it.
going to latch onto you and burrow in. You feel it crawl up your arm and into the back of your neck. And then there's a lot of really gross squelching sounds. And then coincidentally, let's see, we had one that went for Leopold and missed, and the other one
That one got
latched
fucking shot.
onto Havelock. You killed 3, and 1 is in Xenesis.
And one's in Havelock. So that's
that's
5.
5. So there are 3 remaining.
You can dismiss silence, but it's a standard action, which I didn't do, so I never did it.
So, Xenesis, in addition to the one that latched onto you, 3 of them go slithering past you, and they aren't seen again.
That's not good either.
Probably going onto the pond.
So we'll stay in turn order purely for the purposes of dealing with how this works. So.
Now I got a question. This is kind of out of character.
Yep.
You said that they're slightly evil, so if I did like a selective channeling to deal damage,
No, it only deals damage to undead.
No,
Oh,
at this
shit.
point, once they have latched onto a person as well, they are considered like their health pool is one and the same. So
they only have 10 health, but they're not the health that I'm at.
You cannot damage them once they are deeper into the person. You have the first round to deal 10 cold points of damage.
Gotcha.
Quick question, Dart, before we continue. Those 3 slugs that I killed, are we considering them killed?
Yep.
Okay. Would you allow grit points to come back from them?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because they're killing blows. Okay,
I'll give you 1 for all of them.
Okay.
Yep. Xenesis, what you doing?
Well, I don't have any cold on me, so...
Yeah, please don't.
You
Go
saw
hug
Plea-
Havelock.
You saw Plea pull out all of the vials before you left the room. He has
Go
them in
hug
his hand.
Go hug
Alright,
Havelock.
I'm
If you
gonna
both get hit by 3, maybe the splash damage will do it.
Does that count? Alright, I'm just gonna run towards Havelock and just give him the sad eyes.
And point at her neck, because it's still silent.
Yep.
Get in the same square and just pour them on.
Alright, Ilix.
Ilix is going to... fuck, I don't know. Can he pass me any of the cold stuff to pour on him?
They're in my hands. You can take them out.
Okay, I will take... So are we throwing these like weapons, or how are we... What's the
I was just
action
gonna
economy?
smash them on the person.
Yeah, smash him on my neck, on our neck.
Yeah. If that's cool with Darp.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, Ilix
takes
grabs
half of
them.
gives them to Ilix, and
She
hopefully it's enough.
takes them and smashes them together, trying to focus the cold fluid through her hands down onto the writhing part of the skin. Do you need me to make a roll for anything?
It's 1 round, right? Not 1
I don't
turn.
think so. I don't think you need to roll. They're willing participants.
Yeah.
You'd roll 3d6, and then each of them would,
Yes.
and the other one would, and you, and if you're doing it on Xenesis, pretty much all of you would take 1 point or 3 points of flash from that, I guess.
Or if it's fine.
So Xenesis took 7, and then the rest of you took 3.
Okay.
It's okay.
But
fine.
at the same, that's fine, because that also makes it to where
If she takes 3 splash, then she'll be fine.
which will be fine, because you just throw it on Havelock.
I'm gonna do 3 on
Because
Havelock.
Havelock took 3, so if he gets at least 7, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shazam!
Shazammy!
Nicely done.
And then Xenesis, me, and Ilix take another 3.
Worth the
And I'm
sacrifice.
comfortably 1. Oh, those. Oh my god. I'm glad we kept those.
I think that you're gonna have Xenesis. You're gonna take 6 points from the glass breaking on the back of your neck.
Perfect.
And I think Havelock, you'll take 4.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't have a slug in your brain.
for sure.
Am I cured?
Yeah.
Word.
I think we have to dig them out though. Still, just
That's okay.
otherwise you just have a dead slug thing rotting in your neck.
I'm just popping at the world's biggest pimple.
Oh man.
It's frozen slug.
Okay.
Just
I
like a
haven't felt the
Slurpee.
sick.
I am disgusted and also
haven't-
aroused.
I haven't felt the sick
Uh.
since someone offered me a cup of mayo chup.
Gross.
Mayo
Okay.
Just going, I
um,
can't believe this happened again.
I do a great big embracing hug with everybody. I'm so proud of all of us
yeah,
tonight.
Ilix embraces everybody, but she has like this 1,000-yard stare of
Mm.
like,
Havelock grabs the pustule and he's like pinching this slug Slurpee out, and he's just looking at it. Looks like, so what's bothering you? What's with the long face?
yeah, Ilix has like bits of cranium and brain on like splattered
On her,
all over the
just
front
on
of her.
yeah.
Plea like grabs his throat and starts like rubbing it as the silence dissipates and you guys start talking again.
Did the second slug, did it burrow through the same hole? It's like, I gotta imagine.
It's a fucking slug expressway there now.
Havelock is like, just like, he's just got like flabby skin off of like the back of his neck. He's like, fucking really? Again?
You're gonna need to get that brain port looked
I
at.
need to
Brain
get,
port? Can we not give it a name?
Brainport. I need to get one of those like bevors or whatever they call them, the ones that go like around your neck.
They'll just crawl on your arm then.
You mean a
So-
scarf?
Very unfun. The armor piece, not
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
gorget.
But it'll just go in your
Gorget.
arm and climb up your
Yeah.
shoulder. It'll
What
be
is-
fine.
what is
It'll
a
find it.
bevor?
Life finds a way.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Oh,
Yeah, especially life that is completely alien to our biology and inimical to our
Cool.
existence.
Yep.
yeah.
So, if you guys want, we'll take care of looting the room now. And
Yes,
then...
I would like to do that. So
Yeah, I
I
want
can
to
write
loot
down
this dude's
my new
body.
ring of force.
Right?
How are
Yeah.
you? It's got verbal components.
The ring of force is a free action.
It is a free action. He just touched it.
Yep.
And
It's true.
Ilix is going to sit in the corner and
rock.
just sort of
After
rock
looting the
back and
body,
forth.
Plea's gonna go hug her and just hold her.
Okay, so starting with his loot table.
Wait, did the slugs also have their own loot table?
No.
I think there's loot in the room that he was
Yeah.
looking for.
Yes, the loot
Um,
from the slugs is the slugs.
Oh, he had a
Yeah,
wand
I
of
can
Cure Light Wounds.
think
How
of it.
quaint. So yeah, he's got a wand of Cure Light Wounds with 13 charges remaining. Masterwork Chainmail. I need to see if that named item is identifiable.
Should turn off the Bloodborne music now.
It was very appropriate,
Mm-hmm.
especially Blood-Starved Beast.
Yeah, cleric, blood-starved beast, terror. I like
Okay.
terror. That's a
So
good
his trident appears to be magical, but you will need to identify it. There's a Masterwork Silver Dagger. There's a Cloak of Resistance +1, which you recognize because you have a bunch of them already. There is a ring that you know has something to do with force generating powers. And there is a gold threaded chasuble.
Chasuble.
It is.
Oh, we
is,
actually have one of those
religious
already.
garment.
Yeah.
His is bigger.
Is his? Because we had
And it's even golder.
He
we
also
had a lot of them, and only one of them was worth money. Is this one worth even more money?
it's 75 GP.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
He has a fish gold medallion resembling a cross between an eel, a fish, and an octopus. He also has a small fish gold key. He has his ceremonial tiara, which I will make you appraise. And then, of course, he has a fish gold unholy symbol of Dagon, which is 50 gold pieces.
What was that last one? Fish gold. Some
Fish
Medallion.
gold.
Was his medallion? What's the word for it? Is it worth anything, or is it like magical?
It doesn't seem to be magical, and you don't think it has much value other than
Okay.
it's just the raw gold.
Cool.
What was the
He also
god?
has 13 gold pieces on his person.
Cool.
Who was the god? Diego or
Dagon.
Yeah, Diego Garcia.
Diego?
Fuck.
Diego Dagon Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Or
I'm
Damon.
I'm never gonna look at
Matt Dagon.
Matt Dagon.
Matt Dagon. I like it.
Huh.
So did you get all of that?
Yeah.
Trident magical needs identification. Masterwork silver dagger. Cloak of resistance +1. Ring of something magical. Needs to be identified. Gold threaded chasuble worth 75 gold. Fish gold medallion. That's a mix of a fish.
Oh, is this
steel, octopus.
spellcraft rolls for identifying the staff?
Yes. I just rolled 2.
Spellcraft.
Trident is first.
Where the
and
fuck
ring
are
was
you
second.
hiding? Oh, there it is. 15 plus spell level? Or no. Identify the properties of a magic item. 15 plus the item's cast level.
It's very simple. It's 15 plus the hit die of the spellcaster's wisdom
So
modifier
anyway, you will
minus-
fail to identify the trident. The 23 was for what now?
Ring of force.
Oh,
of
the
Force.
Ring of Force shield.
Yes.
Basically allows you to create a shield that you can use as per the spell Wall of Force, I guess. It's really weird.
It's a tiny shield shape
Tiny wall of force.
Yeah.
that acts as basically a floating shield, so it doesn't inhibit.
No,
like
you have to
spellcasting.
wear it as a heavy shield.
Well, you
Wait, what?
use it as such, but it doesn't have any. You don't need proficiency with it, and it doesn't inhibit your spellcasting ability because it has no weight.
Has no
Correct.
armor check
So-
penalty or arcane spell
Yeah.
failure chance since it's weightless and encumbrance free. It
It's
can be activated and deactivated, but it's basically a heavy shield.
Yep.
yes, but for
So you can
casters.
Flip on and off.
Yep.
Right.
It's useful for arcane spellcasters who have an arcane spell failure.
How great for us.
Well, it's also just a buckler that doesn't inhibit anything.
I mean,
with
it's
armor
also
check.
+2 typeless AC bonus.
Yeah, like give that to Plea because
Oh, actually, I guess it would be shield bonus, but nobody's
I mean, it
using
says-
shields.
Yeah, it says as if it were a heavy shield.
Yeah, so it would
yeah,
be
but it
shield
actually
bonus.
isn't a shield.
Well,
yeah.
but it's as if it
It
were a
is,
heavy
but
As
shield.
if it were.
It's gonna
Can
be a shield
wielded by the
bonus.
wearer as if it were a heavy shield.
It'll
Oh.
be a shield bonus.
It's not typeless. But nobody has a shield except for you with your
Right.
gun buckler, so as long as you're not wearing it, then
No,
you're fine.
Xenesis has a gun buckler. She just doesn't use it. It's just for
True.
AC.
This is true.
I told
Oh,
her
so
if
Xenesis
there's
can't
ever
use
a
it.
bad man that needs to go away, just point it at him. And press the
Yeah.
button.
So anyway, now that we've handled most of that,
Cool.
we can identify the trident some other time. We'll get to the rest of
Xenesis
the
can
room
try.
now.
Did I miss the trident?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the trident is. What was the dagger? Was it a silver dagger or
Masterwork
regular
silver dagger, just dagger.
Masterwork.
Xenesis, you can try to
Attempt
spellcraft.
to identify the trident.
Try.
Oh yeah.
I'll assist. I already rolled my own.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking trident.
Nice.
Too
we know
bad
it's
no
magical.
one uses it. Too bad no one uses trident.
There is a pretty nice looking painting on one of the walls in here.
Guess I'll praise that
Hint,
too.
hint, hot, hot, cough, cough.
I cast detect magic around the rest of the room.
Well,
looking for shit.
The first appraise was for the crown or tiara. The other one is for the.
He was-
I guess
he-
The rest of it's non-magical, so yeah.
He was looking for something.
Well, it's appraise, not spellcraft. From
Yeah, he
I was looking for the value.
He was looking for something though in here. Must have been looking for some sort of cure for slug monstrosity.
Well-
Plea signs to Havelock if he was that far gone. Do we even know if you can control your will at that point? I don't think we know enough about these monsters to know whether or not he was.
He spoke to
Right.
us as if he were himself. Not he didn't, for instance, look at us and go from it says here in my book Outworld Monsters Mischief that that's the sort of thing they would typically say.
Yeah.
As
Typically,
opposed
they
to
go.
Yeah.
Plea returns to hugging Ilix in attempts to comfort her.
I just kind of turned to
Clearly
Havelock.
unintelligent enough to believe or disbelieve Havelock.
I'm like reload my weapons. I turn to Havelock and I go, well, at least we know we can kill him. Be a real shame if we couldn't.
Ilix at this point will sort of collect herself and stand up and give Plea a big hug and a peck on the cheek and sort of a grim look and say, maybe I can help looking around the room.
Plea
And I'll
nods
throw down.
and helps look as well. The guys with the special eyes are just sitting in the corner.
We do need to be careful when we leave this place, because 3 of them did go past me and they disappeared. So there's still a few of them out.
Plea makes a sign that you guys interpret as "Let's burn the whole fucking place down."
Let's burn this motherfucker down.
Okay, so you don't know the value of the tiara still. So we'll say, fuck it, I'll just give it to you for that. 450 gold on that one.
For
tiara?
the tiara.
The tiara.
Okay. And the other appraise was for the painting.
The painting is going to be in excellent shape. Could fetch probably 500 gold pieces in an art shop in Califas or some other urban population center.
Thanks, son.
Cool.
Let's just loot this
In
out.
addition, in this room, there is a pipe rack on the wall that holds 3 pipes. One is one of Meerschaum. I'm not sure what that is. Carved in the shape of a whaling vessel. One of Scrimshaw, carved into an unidentifiable mass of hair, seaweed, or tentacles. And one is carved from soapstone in the form of a bizarre fish frog woman.
Can you repeat those?
You know what's funny?
You're killing me, Smalls.
I looked up Meerschaum.
Meerschaum pipes?
It literally says, the first one says, a tobacco pipe with a bowl made of Meerschaum is the first.
So it must be a type of wood, I assume?
No, it's a stone.
Oh, really?
Soft, white, clay-like material consisting of hydrated magnesium silicate.
It's like
Interesting.
Commonly found in Turkey.
isn't it like this Meerschaum? Isn't that the stuff at like the cliffs? What are those cliffs called?
Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
anyway,
those were chalk.
so the
Oh,
Meerschaum one
maybe.
is carved into a whaling vessel. One is Scrimshaw, carved into a unidentifiable mass of hair, seaweed, and tentacles. And then there is a one that is carved of soapstone in the form of a bizarre fish frog woman.
Should I appraise those two, or am I going to go insane?
Each
if I
one is
try?
worth 60 gold pieces.
I guess it's. It was like you look into the eyes of the pipe and your head explodes.
With our perceptions, do we uncover anything other than those pipes? So far as like, thorough turning of the room?
There is nothing else. There is, I mean, you could check the pipes over because they're unique.
Well, when Xenesis mentioned that the slugs went by her, I actually went out onto the awning. I'm seeing if I can see where they are.
For
and if I see them,
Ilix,
I'm going to.
I would actually want a survival check from Ilix for these.
Okay.
If we're pursuing the slugs.
Oh, I'm not going after the slugs.
So with a 26, and you're looking around the room, you can see that 3 slug trails have gone past where you are and have gone down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
This
I
might
think
haunt
they've
us
gone
if
this
we don't
way.
care of it.
And I think that is a decent place to wrap it up. And we will come back next time and we can talk about the pipes themselves and what you want to do with the slug spawn trails. Seem fair?
Yep.
Follow and murder.